Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins. Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever.
This is Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker with you through until 1 here on... No, it's through until 4, isn't it? I've got the old intro.
I mean, short show, Paul, but, you know, good luck. I think someone said that earlier, this is a short show.
We get the same money, which is the good thing. Well, this afternoon, what's coming up, Charlie?
Well, coming up over the next 1 hour, 0 hours, a seasoned Infantino observer gives us their take on the latest developments at FIFA. We'll take a look at the day's big transfer stories, and comedian and Cheshire United Boo director Alex Horne previews the start of the National League South season.
That's right. We'll also wonder whether you've ever been on the waters with Pele. Lee Clark gives us his take on Newcastle 2.0. And we reboot H&B versus ChatGPT.
Back. I wonder if I have a new voice, Paul. Wouldn't it be the same voice? You never know. They will. There's all this plus Ashes winner Steve Harmison's take on the England Test squad. We'll chat to the sweary Bridgewater owner who's gone viral. Yes. Bridgewater, Paul, is not the return of West Country Corner, nearly. And it's back. Yes. The waste of half an hour kids game that is the birthday spread.
That's right, it is the birthday spread. It's 5 minutes past 1. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Charlie.
Must have been a big day for you yesterday, Paul. All those papers arriving on your door.
Yeah, it's a lot. I had a lot of cramming to do.
Had the summer off.
Yeah,
you know, forgotten how to write. I've forgotten how to write.
Just to get across all the newspapers ready for the birthday spread. So I've done all that research.
I know that's how you spend your life, Paul.
Yeah,
just looking at people's birthdays, remembering them.
Yeah.
How old is, I don't know, someone from the Bangles?
Yeah. Who do you know apart from Susanna Hoffs? Now, Gianni Infantino, a man very much in the news.
Oh, yeah.
But normally by now, the Sun or the Star would have found somebody called Jenny Infantino.
Jenny Infantino.
And she'd be looking very forlorn, wouldn't she? I'm Jenny Infantino, my life's been made hell. I keep getting abusive texts and phone calls saying, why have I ruined FIFA? Why am I killing football?
Jenny Infantino says, I'm not trying to sell the World Cup.
The thing is...
I'm just working in PR.
That's right. Well, with the name Infantino, it's not going to happen, is it? I mean, do you know any other
Jenny,
Infantinos?
Of course, yeah.
You didn't go to school with Chris Infantino,
What is
did
it?
you?
What's the translation of Infantino? Is it child?
I suppose it...
Is it Jenny Child?
I suppose it could be.
Nearly.
Yes, leave it.
I'll leave it there, I think.
So, anyway, I don't know. If you know anybody called Infantino, let us know. And has their life been made hell?
Why don't we populate the Infantino family, Paul? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Johnny Infantino.
How do you get all of his relations? By association.
Yeah,
like
well,
Ken. Ken Infantino runs a pub in Cromer. It must be tough for them.
He did good food, but only on a Tuesday and a Thursday.
That's it. Well, we are going to have a chat about him a little
Ken
bit later.
Infantino. Hello, I'm Ken Infantino.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. Remember the Infantino family? We don't talk about Gianni. He's the black sheep.
Yeah, maybe he's
black sheep of the family.
He's the only one they don't like. The rest of them. Barry Infantino here. Oh yes, I'm a fireman.
They probably all
volunteer fireman.
Have their little get-togethers every year, and they never invite him. Would be my guess.
That's why he's angry about the whole thing.
Yeah, that's
trying to get there. I like it, Paul. It's
the statement. I mean, it's staggering, isn't it? Really, the statement that they came out. We're going to talk to Rob Harris, a man who's put heads of FIFA to account, or has held them to account for many years. He's at Sky, of course, their news sports correspondent, and we're going to have a chat with him later on. With the project now withdrawn, said Infantino, FIFA will now no longer tolerate attacks on its integrity, good governance and due process.
Come on now.
And we will also take all necessary measures to protect and safeguard its name and reputation. What reputation?
So it's not. No one's attacking FIFA. Everyone's attacking Gianni Infantino.
Yeah. I mean, the idea is to say, well, we've all moved on. Yeah, we made a bit of a mistake. We tried to sell the crown jewels, but we've all moved on from that. Everybody's happy. And don't go slagging us off. I mean, the idea that they have no integrity at the moment. They've got so much making up to do, which is why they need to bin him. But of course, we now realise that's not going to happen.
Sometimes you just need to be quiet, Paul, don't you? You've just done a really good World Cup, despite everything. A really good, great World Cup. You just think, just go quiet for a bit now.
Well, kind of in spite of...
How much money do you need?
As Andy was quite rightly saying, in spite of him, and in spite of FIFA, it's football. It's not FIFA putting on a great World Cup. Football will always
Football's amazing. Football fans are amazing.
Game.
Everyone's...
Now, you may have seen a little bit of footage today of Jude Bellingham, England star, Real Madrid. He went to Walton Towers.
Hold tight.
Yeah. And he had a walk around. Well, I say he didn't quite do it incognito. I don't know if you are watching this afternoon, whether we can show that to the boys
studio
and girls
this afternoon, Paul. So it looks
suddenly people were just sort of asked to move aside.
Yeah.
And a sort of sea of security people came through while Jude and his girlfriend, moved towards Nemesis Reborn or whatever it was.
Dare you ride Nemesis Reborn?
Have you done voiceovers for
No, but it'd be good though, wouldn't it? It'd be a nice thing to do. Nice thing. It didn't look very relaxing day out for Jude Bellingham and his girlfriend.
No, it did seem odd. If you're going to do something like that, we can bring it to you now. So here he is. There's Jude that's marching through this.
I thought she was blind, the first woman, but it turned out she had a litter picker, a white litter picker.
Okay. So Jude's in a kind of cap sleeve white sort of t-shirty vest and a pair of very expensive looking trousers.
Yeah.
But if he'd gone around with a baseball cap and a pair of dark glasses and a pair of shorts,
no one knows.
No one would have recognised him.
Well, our good friend Harry Hill walks around. Very recognisable person, but he can walk around. Paul, can't he? Just puts on like normal clothes. Doesn't dress as Harry Hill. Just don't dress as Jude Bellingham for the day.
He wasn't wearing his Real Madrid kit. But the point is, did he have to queue an hour for any of the rides? Do you think he had to do that?
Yeah, just stood there like that.
I imagine he had a fast pass, didn't he?
I reckon. Do you think they gave him a 10 quid cornetto?
I think he went to the front of it. I mean, it'd be annoying, wouldn't it? It'd be annoying that you've queued for an hour with your kids in the heat.
If they'd
and then
won it,
suddenly,
Paul, if
then
they'd won
suddenly
it, I'd
Jude goes
understand.
in front of you.
If they'd won it, fine.
Yeah.
No problem.
You could do what they like. Could climb over your heads, couldn't they?
Not a problem at all. But Jude, you got knocked out.
Now, the thing is on many of these rides is that they're for sort of... What's the one that you go on which is like the Robberdingy Rapids?
Oh, yeah.
To coin a phrase from
Rapids,
a fine film, 4 lines.
The River Rapids.
Yeah, the River Rapids.
Yeah.
So when you do that, often might be 2 or 3 of you, but you'll have 3 other people as well. So we asked, have you been on Robberdingy Rapids with Pele or the equivalent? Have you found a little
Very
famous
nice.
face sitting next to you on one of the rides?
Well, just at the Dodgems or on a,
Yeah, well, no, Dodgems is too... That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
On the Dodgems.
It's a
I
Dodgem.
crashed into someone at the Dodgems.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Did you take out Roy Keane on the Dodgems?
Your job.
Did an Alfie Harlan?
I'm doing Sean Dyche.
Or the other way round?
Yeah, very nice.
Do let us know the stars you've seen on the waters at the fun fair. Have you been in the teacups? That would be great.
Oh, the teacups.
With Rivaldo.
Throwing the teacups.
Yeah.
Neil Warnock just picking up the teacup, throwing it at half
The
time.
teacups were Barry Fry. Do let us know. talksport.com/H&J. You can text to 81089. You can tweet to TS H&J. What we got for you today? Well, as we said, we'll kick off with Rob Harris, the man who has seen them all come and go at FIFA. And we'll get his reaction to the latest development. It's all one big happy family. Even people that only 2 or 3 days ago were sending out pretty destructive missives about
What
the main
obviously needs to change, Paul, is the way that, you need, like the American presidency, you need to be able to do 2 terms and then that's it.
That's it, you're gone.
The problem is you can just stay forever.
8 years and you're gone. It doesn't matter. The thing is, they say, well, who else?
2 World Cups. You say you got 2 World Cups.
Yeah. It doesn't
That's
matter
the way to do
if you've looked after lots of people in world football, which Infantino clearly has, and there is a lot of support for him from certain corners of the world because, he has upped their money, etc., etc. But that shouldn't matter. After 8 years, you're gone. And someone else must come because it stops this sort of situation happening.
Definitely.
Someone is far too powerful. And we saw it with Blatter. We saw it with Haviland. We've seen it a million times before. Freddie Burns has hung up the boots, former England fly half, and he'll finish his career later this year in Romania.
Yeah, he told me at Cheltenham that he was the most hated man in Romania.
Really?
I don't know why.
Blimey.
We'll ask him why.
It's got Ceausescu going from, for goodness. That is saying something, isn't it?
I don't think he's done that. But
It's not going to go that bad for him,
sure.
is it?
Let's find out.
Let's get him out of the country quickly. So we'll have a chat with Freddie. We'll look at some of the transfer stories of the day. Were Arsenal being played like an old Stradivarius by Vinny Jr. and his people? Well, we'll find out, I'm sure, in the next couple of days. Rodri at Barcelona. That's a bit of a blow, isn't it? Potentially.
Oh, yeah.
for City.
Can you see that happening?
Cody Gakpo, Marcus Rashford up there.
Spurs like Gakpo, Paul, don't they?
Few clubs do. Well, I don't think Liverpool want to sell, but we shall see. H&B versus Chat GPT's back. Hearts take on Benfica in the pick of the European game this evening.
Marco Silva.
That's right, of course, in charge of Benfica. And we'll talk about that. And Hearts women's manager has just taken over at Manchester United. She won the title in Scotland. So we'll find out more about that. Lee Clark on Newcastle 2.0, as it's now being dubbed. Alex Horn looks ahead to the start of the National League South. He is Cheshire United director, as well as being the co-host and creator of Taskmaster, and a fine stand-up comedian too. And the birthday spread's back this afternoon. So we look forward to bringing you that.
What a waste of time. So you can turn off at 3:30.
Yeah, really. I mean,
let
don't
people
bother.
know.
So that's all to come. It is Paul Hawksbee, Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT in partnership with Toolstation. We'll talk Infantino. Of course we will next. First stop, Toolstation.
But the Vinny Jr. one was a audacious attempt, to say the least.
Big word for you.
I've been learning this book that I've been reading. They've got these big words in. I'm trying to keep them in my brain. No, but it was always going to be tough shit, man. Like Vinny Jr. leaving Real Madrid to come to Arsenal, it just doesn't sound right. As Arsenal fans might get angry, I'll say it, but like, imagine Neymar Jr. at Barcelona. He's not going to leave Barcelona for Arsenal. They're always going to come to an agreement. Real Madrid aren't going to let a talent like that at 26. Do you know what I mean? What's he worth on the market? I know he's got a year left, but what's he worth, Vinny Jr.? Over 100 million easily. Real Madrid are never going to let that go. And Vinny Jr. in his mind won't want to leave Real Madrid. Imagine the crowds in Brazil, the people that love Vinny Jr. because he plays for Real Madrid. I just can't see it.
Well, that is interesting because it was my understanding that it was if he wanted to leave Real Madrid. There's never been a he wants to leave Real Madrid.
He's not said it, has he?
He's looking for the right offer. He's looking at Mbappe going, can I get money close to that? Can I get a deal close to that?
Of course.
And if they're not going to give me what I deserve, then yes, I would be interested in what Mikel Arteta is doing. And don't get me wrong, Arsenal are a massive club and they are on the verge of winning the Champions League. They're looking to go back-to-back Premier League champions. They absolutely can, right? They can. So, and I think he would get them over the line, but he's Vinicius Jr.
Gianni Infantino has issued an apology to the football world for the plans to privatise the World Cup and sell shares off to some of his mates.
The outcome, according to FIFA sources, is constructive and positive discussion.
It's so insulting as a football fan to know that the World Cup final, the pinnacle of our sport, the most kind of special occasion, is being used as a bargaining chip for someone's ego.
He effectively allowed Messi's Inter Miami to be parachuted into the Club World Cup. He effectively allowed Cristiano Ronaldo to skip 2 games of his suspensions. Peace prizes, the Balogun event, hydration breaks, clearly for commercial reasons.
Infantino will feel that he's come out of those crisis talks in Morocco a whole lot stronger.
Yeah, I was quite staggered, Charlie, to wake up this morning to the fact that they were all one big happy family again. And we saw, there's been a few statements from sort of people in the hierarchy at FIFA over the last few days. And from them, you'd think that Infantino was in big trouble of keeping his position. But Matthias Grafstrom, the man we saw sitting alongside him, the guy with the little goatee and the bald head, who's the Secretary General of FIFA, a couple of days ago, he put out a statement that was very damning of what had gone on. And I thought, OK, well, that could be a line in the sand.
Yeah.
But suddenly, oh no, It's he said it was a sad and reproachable series of events, but he said we're all fully behind Gianni now. And as I said, that statement, which I read out a little bit earlier on, I just could not quite believe.
I think because there's no obvious way to depose him, that they must just go, well, we all need to keep our jobs. We all need to move along and keep FIFA moving. So,
well, to
to
turn around and say we will no longer tolerate attacks on FIFA's integrity, good governance, and due process. Hello. But, I mean, it's like the last couple of weeks hasn't happened.
It's not attacks on FIFA. It's on attacks on Gianni Infantino and his terrible ideas.
It's like, just leave us alone now. We've said sorry.
Yeah.
It's all forgotten. My bad. It's all good now. Anyway,
I tried to burn the house down. But
a man been holding FIFA and hierarchy to account for many years now joins us. He's Sky News' sports correspondent. It's Rob Harris. Hello, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
I don't know what you felt, Rob, when you saw that statement, but it did seem quite bizarre. The idea that they've turned on the press and the public, anybody who dares to accuse them of not being fantastic at their own jobs and having good governance and integrity. I mean, it's staggering. What could they have done at this when everybody came together? Could there have been a vote of no confidence? Had there been enough support for that? What do you think? I mean, I'm sure you've spoken to people in the room. What happened?
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Was this a planned out, long held idea, do you think? How long do you think he had the idea for, Rob? Okay. It sounds like you think it's not over though, Rob. You said there was a lot of influential people not in the room and didn't get a chance to have their say. I mean, what could be the next step if those people were still unhappy with what they've heard?
Yeah, I was going to ask you that finally, Rob. Is there more chance now that someone will run against him? It looked like at one stage he was just going to run unopposed, but would you expect one or more people now to step up and run against him?
That's it. The last two elections that he's faced have been unopposed since he won in 2016 for the first time, when he faced two rivals. And this is UEFA's moment, really. Are they going to put up a rival? Do they find someone to stand against him, even as a prospect of losing? Do they back down? Do they accept what's been said? And they did ask for a full governance review, but the question is that enough? It has been promised by Infantino going forward. Wait to hear more across on that. Is there someone that they can get as their candidate? Would they risk being humiliated with Infantino emerging even stronger? I mean, sport in recent years has actually really seemed to shy away from contested elections for these leadership positions. So we get used to there being no contest.
Not
and
just sport, Rob.
Well, yeah, as we're saying with Downing Street. So, we saw it with the International Olympic Committee last year. You got different ideas out there in public, and, to embrace democracy isn't some sort of threat to an individual and the cult of personality if someone does stand against you. But it is a key moment for what happens next in terms of, is it a change in approach from FIFA? Do they fully tell everyone about what happened with the Balogun red card, the Ronaldo's suspension that was lifted for the World Cup as well? For those of us who've been following FIFA over many years, we have seen some of the building blocks of this and calling for greater openness as well. What the relations like with the UK nations now? England and Wales both were withdrawing their letters of backing for Infantino's re-election. Didn't hear from Northern Ireland and Scotland. There's a UK Women's World Cup bid for 2035 that's unopposed to ratify this year. And I revealed on Sky News yesterday that actually FIFA had been sending out letters, scripted letters, to and the accusation was from former FIFA governance chief that could be a breach of the guidelines in terms of abuse of power. FIFA haven't commented on that. We've given them a last day or so, they haven't said anything. But yeah, just a reminder how the FIFA machinery was being used by Infantino, and where does this civil war go from here?
Wow. Well, Rob, keep digging, keep holding them to account. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Rob.
There we are. That's Rob Harris, Sky News' sports correspondent. He's fearless, Rob. I saw him when we were in Russia. There was a press conference by the organising committee for the World Cup in 2018, and he got properly, just had this real to and fro with the Russian sports minister. He was a very quite senior cabinet minister, very close to Vladimir Putin. Just fearless. He was just wouldn't let it go. It was just a really fascinating listen. But anyway,
some talkSPORT. Do you want some Jude Bellingham?
Jude Bellingham at Alton Towers. Yeah.
My wife and two boys bumped into James McAvoy at Peppa Pig World.
Oh, that's good. Ago. Yeah.
Ended up going on.
The stars have got kids who want to go to Legoland and all that, haven't they?
A couple of rides with him and his son, absolutely top bloke, talking to our eldest about superheroes in the queue, and that's Ray in Western Supermare.
Wow,
there we are.
I think we have footage of Jude on one of the rides.
Oh,
look, he's on Nemesis.
Nemesis Reborn. Dare you ride it?
I wonder if he bought it or about 50 other people bought it. That was probably one of the big, because you can. I suppose you can't buy other people's Nemesis pictures. There must be some sort of copyright.
That's true. I wonder if he'll have the magnet and the
Do you reckon he got the fridge magnet,
the mouse mat? Jude Bellingham's got the mouse mat.
Yeah.
Well, this is Doncaster. I'm not sure if that's
Doncaster.
Thought I might be done there.
Nice.
Hi boys. In 2001, I went in the Tower of Terror at Orlando. Magician Paul Daniels and Debbie McGee were on my ride.
Really?
I have the photo you get from the ride. Paul looks terrified, not a lot, but the lovely Debbie is laughing hysterically. What a gal!
She's fierce. She is.
All those years of being chopped in half.
She's an adrenaline junkie, is Debbie. Anyway, keep them coming. Have you been on the waters with Pele after Jude Bellingham went to Alton Towers yesterday? talksport.com/H&J, text to 81089, tweet to TSH&J. Confirmation that Mo Salah has signed a 2-year contract for Trabzonspor in Turkey. Well, I should hope so, because 20,000 people turned up at the airport and he was wearing the shirt when he landed.
Claret and blue.
So if he then went and signed for Besiktas, I wouldn't have fancied his chances of living in Istanbul. But anyway, he has signed for the team that finished third last year. He'll be playing in the Europa League. And interestingly, blindsided a lot of people, that move, really.
They have Onana in goal, don't they?
Yeah, do they? Oh, they. I thought it was the way you said they've got a Nana in goal. I said, is he that bad? Yeah,
Nana in
got
goal.
a right Nana in goal.
He's in goal, and that's the only person I know who plays for Trabzonspor.
No great knowledge of Trabzonspor. You don't want to run us through the first 11? Anyway.
Imagine if I knew the whole team now.
Yeah.
Just dropped it, bang.
Trabzonspor.
There they are.
1985, 1986 season.
I'm going to learn them.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, that's it. Freddie Burns going to join us for a chat. He's hung up the boots as the former Leicester and Bath and England fly half, finishing his career in Romania. We'll be chatting to him very shortly. Look at some of the transfer stories of the day. We'll talk cricket later on with Harvey, get his take on the England test team, maybe some of those players he felt should have been in there that aren't. And Alex Horn from Taskmaster, Chesham United director, will be joining us to look ahead to the start of the National League South season.
Do you think he'll regret the way he went about last year?
Well, he should, in my opinion. I'm his biggest fan, right? Someone who scores 40 goals a season from right wing, not centre forward. People know him inside out. He can beat you both sides, so you can't stop him. To do that 8 years on the bounce, then he starts the season off, and he had 3 goes. In my opinion, he threw his toys out the pram and said, like, the club have thrown me under the bus. That was the first one. We're all going like, what do you mean by that? Club has thrown you under the bus.
Just had an unbelievable bumper contract.
He's got a 2-year contract, 500 grand a week. And then, again, he got left out again, and he had another go. And then just as he was on his way out the door, and he hadn't got the manager the sack, he had another go saying we should be playing Jurgen. Basically, we should be playing Jurgen Klopp football and go back to it because we've gone right off the boil. And all the directors must have read it and gone, right, we've obviously got the wrong manager. So I don't think he should have done any of that, but he done it, and now he's gone. So I think probably on reflection he would have thought, I've tarnished my. He's like a superstar at Liverpool. He's up there with Kenny Dalglish and Ian Rush as a legend. But that leaving like that, I don't think he should have done that because it was petulance. It was like as if you can't leave me out. I'm Mo Salah. Well, he did.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Hawksbee, Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. Do keep your emails, texts, tweets in. Calls coming. We're looking for spotting the stars on the waltzes, on the rides at the fun fair or at the theme park, because Jude Bellingham and his girlfriend were at Alton Towers yesterday, surrounded by security guards and stuff.
Which just had Robinho on a Manchester bus. We're not doing on the buses.
That's not a ride. Well, it is a ride.
I hate you, Bella.
Yeah,
not
on the bus. It's going to be.
Thank you, Steve from Salford.
Sorry, Steve. It's going to be on the theme park.
Theme park, please.
On the teacups.
Keep it.
Anyway,
keep it specific.
Freddie Burns, friend of the show, man, we often see up at the Cheltenham Festival, and we're in Fly Half, and Bath and Leicester, of course. And he joins us now. Hey, Freddie.
Hello, Freddie.
Afternoon, lads. How are we?
Yeah, good, we're not so bad. So what was the moment? What was the catalyst? Is it something you've been thinking about for a while, or did you just think suddenly that I've had it, I can't carry on?
No, I definitely feel fit and able. I think two things is you do realise I'm 36 now. You start understanding that the end is coming, and then you sort of look for things that really drive you and really excite you. And I've had such a great career in terms of being able to play around the world and experience certain things. I kind of thought, right, what's next that really excites me? And I feel like that might be away from the game or in a different role in the game. So, yeah, it's I'm very fortunate to call it on my own terms. I know a lot of players don't get that that fortunate. So, yeah, so it's a mixed emotions, but right now it feels right.
So are you, what you thinking? Coaching, chief exec? I mean, what sort of route potentially could you go down?
To be honest with you, lads, I'm pretty open to all. I'd love to stay in the game in some way. I'd love to help out, coaching a little bit. I'm not sure whether full-time coaching is for me, but that's something that I've got to explore. I really enjoy talking about the game. I really enjoy being involved in it. So hopefully there is a role for me still in the game. But we'll just see. It's the great unknown at the minute.
Yeah, you've played absolutely everywhere. Just looking at your the Shockey Shuttles is the one I like.
Yeah,
two spells at the Shockey Shuttles.
That was the thing. You went on a bit of a road trip, didn't you? You went to New Zealand to play for Highlanders. You played in Japan, and you've been in Romania for a couple of years now.
Yeah, I believe they say, what's the saying? More clubs than Tiger Woods or something like that.
You told me at Cheltenham you were the most hated man in Romania. I can't imagine that's true, Freddie.
No, they did. That was said to me, and it hurts even more that the Tate brothers live around the corner as well. So I'm at least the third hated at least. But it's always had different challenges and been like I said, has the challenge always been the rugby? When you sort of play in Romania, probably not. But the challenge is getting into a new environment, understanding how these personalities work over here, and just trying to put my best foot forward and avoid having my head taken off.
Maybe you can do your bit for the Bucharest Tourist Board. It's a place I've always fancied going, obviously rich in history. Would you recommend it for a long weekend, Freddie?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you've got to go. I really like Bucharest. My hot tip is... go to Herăstrău in the north where the lakes are. There's some beautiful restaurants on the lake. Stay out of the old town unless you want a scrap.
Oh, right.
Probably £1 a pint.
No, it is £1 a pint, and that's what guarantees your scrap, I think.
Wow.
So, yeah.
In your social media post, Freddie, you said you dreamt of playing even 1 minute of international rugby, and here you are, played a long old time, a long time for England, and a long time professional rugby player. Can you remember the first time, your first training session, how it felt?
It felt a lot how I feel now, mate, which is absolutely petrified.
Yeah.
It's a big step into the unknown, but I just love the sport. I was lucky to grow up in Bath. My old man is a plumber, so he used to do a few of the drains for a couple of the Bath boys back in the day. And I remember going down, watching them train, watching a couple of games at the Rec, and I thought, I want a bit of this.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd play for almost 20 years, obviously played for my country and have the experiences I had. So I'm just full of gratitude right now.
Yeah. Myself and Andy were working at the 2022 Gallagher Premiership final. So I think we witnessed what I guess will be one of your career highlights, won't it, Freddie? That drop goal in the final minute against Saracens to win the Premiership.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to look past that, isn't it? I've had a few. I've been very lucky. Debut against the All Blacks, beating them at Twickenham, and I was fortunate enough to play alongside my little brother on his starting Premiership debut for Gloucester. So
fantastic.
I've had some great moments, some great memories. I've had some pretty terrible ones as well, lads, but they almost make the best stories, don't they?
And you're dipping out at the wrong time because £1 million a year is the going rate now for young. What do you make of that? It was interesting. Look, Eddie Hearn, it's his job to talk up his clients, but I mean there are players on £1 million contracts, Finn Russell, etc. But Henry Pollock, I mean, what did you make of that? What did you make of that pronouncement when you saw it?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I've not read too much into it. Obviously, I saw the headlines. I sort of took it as he's talking about that from a commercial element, I hope, rather than Saints having to put £1 million on Pollock. Listen, I think we need to grow the game somehow. I think at the minute, Eddie Hearn's good for the game. Henry Pollock's brilliant for the game. We just have to go careful that we don't stretch ourselves beyond our means. And rugby's financially struggling enough as it is at the minute. You know, as a player, I want the boys to earn as much as they can, but we need to make sure that rugby's around for a long time. So let's get that side and the clubs on their feet properly first, and then we can start dishing out some cash.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to go Celebrity SAS.
Yeah.
The Jungle.
Right.
And then
Strictly.
That's how I think it's going to go, Freddie. You're a good-looking guy. Yeah. You know, people like you. I think it's going to go well for you.
Would you fancy a bit of reality?
And then your own podcast.
Would you fancy a bit of reality telly, Freddie?
Reality TV, not. I am single at 36, lads, but I think I'm past Love Island.
They call that "Come and Get Me" plea.
They might do the vets. They might do the vets version.
Yeah, veterans.
Mate, I'll stay away from that. No, listen, I'm open to everything, lads. We'll see what comes across my desk, but.
Let's get some podcast titles for Freddie this afternoon. Third Degree Burns, I'm going for. He does very hard-hitting interviews.
That's a bit.
Burns.
In terms of a title, though, keep it light, Charlie. That's a bit much, isn't it? Really.
Well, I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah. So, how many games you got left, finally, Freddie? How many more matches you likely to play?
So I've definitely got 4. We're sitting at the top of the league at the minute, so definitely got 4. Probably got 5, which is the semi-final, and I'm hoping I got 6, which will be the Romanian league final.
Fantastic.
And yeah, it'd be good to sign off on that, but we'll see. There's a lot of hard work to go in before then, so I'm just gonna enjoy the ride and just take in these last sort of 6-8 weeks.
Well, congratulations on a great career. I hope things work out and enjoy those last games, hopefully those last 6 games. And if we don't catch up with you at Cheltenham, I'm sure we'll speak before. Thank you, Freddie.
Cheers, Freddie.
Thanks, lads. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Freddie Burns there, former England fly half, finishing his career in Romanian rugby.
It was good vibes.
That was a good line, wasn't it? I'm the most hated man in Romania, and the Tates live round the corner. Dear me.
Very nice.
We're going to look at some of the transfer stories of the day next with Ben Jacobs. New offer from Madrid for Vinny Jr. So where does that leave Arsenal? Rodri for Barcelona. Cody Gakpo, Marcus Rashford.
Spurs just spending like a nan at Christmas on their kids, aren't they? Yeah, go on, have a fight. Don't tell your granddad.
They've had all this money sitting there they've never spent before.
Have 100 million.
It's all above board, Charlie. It all works. Well, anyway, it's Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker here on
questioning that.
No,
You're the one who's now put the doubt in my mind.
We're here with Tool Station. Only got time for one stop. First stop, Tool Station.
Smoke without fire, of course not. He is interested in the Arsenal project.
Arsenal
if he's to leave Real Madrid.
Arsenal going for Vinny Jr. is like me sending Rihanna a message on Instagram saying that I'd love you to come to the Bullring in Birmingham. I want to take you around Birmingham on a date. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, he's not leaving Real Madrid to come to Arsenal. 1 league title in over 20 years. Can't win a Champions League in their whole existence. He's not going to come to Arsenal. He's used Arsenal to get an extra 5, 6, 7, 8 million pound a year, and he's going to sign a new contract at Arsenal. I mean, sign a new contract at Real Madrid. Simple. What he's doing. Arsenal have been used.
Did you ever shoot your shot with Rihanna though? Did you ever do it?
I might have. Yeah, I might have. That's private business. I might have.
But the point is, we know that Arsenal have made a go at Vinicius Junior, so they've tried.
And maybe I tried, and it didn't work out.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, but it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out for Arsenal, is it?
You make me cringe.
No, one league title in over 20 years. Never won the Champions League. Can't sit at the big table of the Champions League winning clubs like Villa, Nottingham Forest, Celtic. And you think you're going to go and sign Vinny Jr., the fan base that Vinny Jr.'s got in South America because he plays for Real Madrid.
It's not.
Rodri's doing everything he can probably to get out of Manchester City to go to Real Madrid. Haaland will go to Real Madrid at some point in his career.
It's not dead yet.
H&B versus ChatGPT returns in the next hour. Birthday spread back in the final hour. Andy Jacobs and Jeff Peters joining us. You can play along at home, of course, or in the car, wherever.
Waste of time.
We asked you, have you spotted Pele on the waters? Because Jude Bellingham was at Alton Towers yesterday, him and his girlfriend, and went on all the rides, seemed to enjoy himself. Have we got a couple?
Pele claimed he'd been on the waltzers a lot more than he actually
1,000 times.
Sometimes he just sat on a chair at home.
Yeah, that's it, and watched it on the telly.
I was once. This is Robin Morecambe. I was once on the I'll give you a million guesses at who this is with.
Okay.
I was once on the Pepsi Max Big One at Blackpool Pleasure Beach at the same time as anyone? Leslie Joseph.
Birds of a
Feather. Yes.
Okay.
Didn't get to speak to her sadly, but she looked like she was having a good time.
Well, that's gold.
That's a lovely one, Rob.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She didn't immediately get off and throw up.
Doesn't say that.
No, that's good.
Ian, Chelsea fan. I saw Bobby Charlton lining up with his grandchildren in 2009 for the Star Wars ride in Disneyland Paris. Shouldn't be queuing, Bobby Charlton.
No, absolutely.
Front of the queue for Bobby.
Jude Bellingham's getting fast track. So Bobby should have been.
His medal.
Ridiculous.
He's should be like a Blue Peter badge.
Game's gone.
Just,
let's talk transfers now.
You get free on the Trago Mills train.
If you've
got Blue Peter badge.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's one of the perks.
Have you got one?
I have got one.
What did you get it for? Very quickly.
Play I did in Edinburgh. Kids player turned up, saw it, liked it, gave me a Blue Peter badge, Paul.
Well done. Congratulations.
I wrote the
John.
play.
If you've got one, what did you get one for? Let us know, talkSPORT listeners.
Have you ever used it for free stuff?
Yeah. Have you ever flashed your Blue Peter badge?
talkSPORT. You've got a World Cup winners medal. You should be on the Star Wars ride at Disneyland Paris.
Indeed. talkSPORT.com, text 81089, tweet TSH and J 03717223344. Transfers then. Ben Jacobs joins us. Good afternoon, Ben.
Good afternoon. I've got a Blue Peter badge as well. When I was at school in Leicester, we made at the time, it's probably been broken now, the world's biggest paper mache elephant. And I stuck one thing on. It fell off. but my classmates succeeded and everyone got a Blue Peter badge.
How big was the paper mache elephant?
I honestly have no idea. So everyone basically did like one balloon each, and then they all stuck together, and it was huge. I mean, it felt to me at the time, but I was probably only about 5, like the size of a dinosaur. So I put one tiny bit on. It honestly fell immediately off. Teacher stuck it back on. Walked in a line, hand out your Blue Peter badge, and I think that got me free admission into Alton Towers.
Wow. Does it do that? Doesn't get you a Nando's
Tower
black
of
card.
London, I think.
Yeah. It should get you free admission although it sounds like they were giving them out willy-nilly.
So far, we haven't interviewed anyone who hasn't got one.
Ben only did one balloon, yet he got one. They were giving them out. They were just
easier.
They're just chucking them at kids in the street. Anyway, Ben, more importantly, I said the other day, are Arsenal being played like an old Stradivarius by Vinny Jr. and his people? I mean, is this edging closer to him signing a new contract? What's your gut feeling?
Yeah, Real Madrid think that. So yesterday they had positive renewal talks. They upped their offer, which was not the expectation because they hadn't increased the number for the best part of a year because the first offer was made in 2025. Flash forwards, Arsenal came, they made a very strong pitch and they did that proactively long before it was apparent that Jose Mourinho would get involved or that Real would ultimately give Vinny Jr. roughly what he was looking for in terms of the financial package. They've still got to do some work regarding image rights, but Real are confident players' decision could come today, and Arsenal are suddenly less optimistic than maybe they were towards the latter part of last week. And I know when you look at it at face value, it just feels like everyone's played Arsenal. They were never going to get Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. gets his money, Real Madrid keep the player. That might be the scenario that materialises because Real now feel this renewal will happen, but Arsenal's interest and possibility of getting Vinny Jr. is much more genuine than some have presented it. And if we get a twist and Vinny Jr. doesn't sign, and yesterday he removed all of his social media relating to Real Madrid and just made his profile picture a silhouette, which might have something to do with the fact they've not yet agreed the image rights. So if the door opens, Arsenal are ready to swoop, but it does now just depend on Vinny Jr. and Real Madrid, and Real are looking to get that renewal not just agreed, but signed if they can before the week is out.
Which silhouette, the new chin or the old chin?
That's true. What chin did he go for? Chinny Jr., as our own Ben Fletcher dubbed him, which I thought was spectacular. Well done.
Yeah, I don't have any sources on Vinny Jr.'s chin, unfortunately.
That's got to be a fanzine. If he goes to Arsenal, Vinny
Jr.'s chin.
Chinny Jr. will be the new Arsenal fanzine. Let's talk about Rodri as well. This link, I mean, he's been linked to a few other clubs, but he seems quite keen on Barcelona. Where's this one at?
Well, Rodri wants to go to Spain for family reasons, but with great respect for Manchester City. And now it all really just depends on City. Are they going to sanction it? Because with Vinny Jr., Florentino Perez won't allow the player just to stay for another year and risk losing him on a free. Man City would actually be comfortable if Rodri said, I'll do one more season and then I'll leave on a free transfer. But they can cash in now. And the other complication is Pep Guardiola never traditionally stood in players' ways, especially if they were more experienced names wanting to move for reasons outside of football. Rodri just wants to go back to Spain, but now you've got Enzo Maresca, and maybe with big shoes to fill, he's more inclined to say to his board, double down and let's try and keep him at all costs. So Real Madrid started talks with Manchester City and had a goal from valuation. Real, according to my information, were willing to offer about 50 million euros, and in this inflated market, Man City are well within their rights to be looking at maybe a similar number to Bruno Guimaraes, 75 million, possibly even a little bit more because of the World Cup that Rodri had. And I know that seems strange when you think about age and contract length, but even though he's not a midfielder, if Jean-Paul Van Hecke's 52 million with 1 year left on his contract, then why shouldn't Manchester City add between 25 and 30 million more, because this is Rodri, and now they've got a bit of a bidding war. Real haven't given up, but they don't want to go that high. Barcelona are now in talks on the player side. It was thought that Rodri had just decided Real is my number one choice, but Barca thought they'd got Bernardo Silva ahead of Atletico Madrid, and then suddenly Real Madrid signed Bernardo Silva. So these players sometimes, when they want to go to Spain, don't actually have as big a preference as you think. It's just who's got the appetite to do the deal. And now we can say it's Barcelona versus Real Madrid to try and get Rodri, but City would still love to keep him.
Quick one on Cody Gakpo. Spurs amongst the teams would love him to go there, but Liverpool not keen to sell. What's happening there?
Yeah, Liverpool's preference is to keep. That won't change unless they had one, if not two, attack-minded players. And then possibly towards the middle or the end of the window, maybe not today, tomorrow, but by the time we get into mid-August and beyond, if Liverpool get what they need in the market, Cody Gakpo's position could change a little bit. But for now, it's been described to me by sources as a fool's errand to negotiate with Liverpool for Gakpo now, because they're going to reject everything until such point where they know one, if not two players are going to come in, with Bradley Barcola being the top target and interest also in Ibrahim Mbaye, amongst other players as well. And my sense is two would need to come in for Liverpool to change their stance. But Tottenham are serious about Cody Gakpo, and that would be an addition, according to my information, to Savinho, who Spurs are also working on. But before that one unlocks, it's less about the finances and it's more about Man City lining up a replacement.
And just a very quick one, as we're nearly out of time, on Marcus Rashford. I've seen him linked to Arsenal, staying at Manchester United. And again, what's the likely destination?
Turkey was linked as well.
Yes, of course. A move to
Turkey. Where he could get the wage. I think Premier League clubs would struggle with the wage. There's no clause anymore, 40 million for everyone except for Man City and Liverpool. And yet Man United, if they sell, would still look to that valuation. So no issue doing a deal with Man United. It's about getting Marcus Rashford to come down on that £320,000 a week. Or if he wants that money, his options are essentially Turkey or Saudi Arabia. I'm still told that Rashford, if he moves, would like to go outside of the Premier League and stay in a Big Five league. So no clarity yet. And if he stays, Manchester United are also comfortable with that scenario.
Ben, do you know where that Blue Peter badge is now? Could you lay your hands on it quite quickly, you think?
The Blue Peter badge?
Yeah, well, do you know where it is? Is it sort of back home somewhere?
No, I mean, it's in like an attic in Leicester. I don't think I've seen it in 2 decades.
Oh, go on, dig it out for old time's sake.
Or try maybe have another go at the elephant.
Yeah, maybe that's let's come back.
Solo elephant.
Yeah. Good man, Ben.
Solo world record elephant done outside talkSPORT Towers.
Yeah, that would be good. We'd all go and watch.
Very windy outside.
It is.
talkSPORT Towers. It'll blow away.
Thanks, Ben. We'll catch up with you soon.
Ben.
Thanks a lot.
As you say, yet to speak to anybody who hasn't got a Blue Peter badge.
It's easier to
I'm
get
looking
one
next door at the galleries. Have a look. Anybody? I don't think our producers.
I don't know what it is, and they're all too young, Paul.
Yeah,
I don't even know what Blue Peter is.
No, that's very true.
Get Peter Purvis
Anyway,
on.
building paper mache elephants, what passed for entertainment when we were kids. That was you didn't have your.
Do you think you could still?
Didn't have
do you think,
FIFA
Paul,
then.
do you think you could still make a paper mache face without having to get any guidance? Could you still remember how to do paper mache?
No, I wasn't great at the paper mache. Was that a big thing for you, Joe? Was that one of your many skills?
A lot of crafting as a child.
Sure, you did. Okay, well, let's move on. And still to
you brought it up.
Still to come. Hearts in action tonight against Benfica.
Yeah.
We're going to be chatting about...
Well, I've got a congratulations for you after the news as well.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much, Charlie. Well, don't touch that dial. Plus, H&B versus ChatGPT.
You know, 1 minute I'm doing this, I finish at 10:15. There's a car outside. I'm like, what's going on? Straight down to Addenbrooke's, Cambridge. Okay. And a few hours later, wallop, they open me up and stick a new liver in there. So I did have cancer on my liver.
Did you?
And we suspected that for months, to be honest. But they didn't want to go in and touch it and shake it up in case you could make it spread, you know. But anyway, they decided that, first of all, they said the perfect match came in, or else I might still be waiting.
Yes.
And people who know what I'm talking about, who are on the list, you can wait 18 months. You can go down there, get ready to have the op, and they say it's not quite right. Go away, come back. We'll phone you later, maybe in a few weeks, and it can be murder. It can be terrible. But I was so lucky. I went down there and they said, we've got one, and it looks perfect. So we're going to do it now. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? So they eject you all over, and you think you have to sign a few forms.
Of course, yeah, of course.
And you get carried in there, and it's like, goodbye, everyone.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. Just it's a massive
Wife's
operation.
in tears, and it's horrible.
But you knew though, didn't you, Al? Before that, you knew. You know, when you're on air here and you felt dizzy and you had to come off, you knew something was.
Well, that was the stage where I had to get it done, or it was see you later.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise it was that extreme, but it was. They told me, said another couple of weeks you were gone.
Dear Kitmen, we see you, we appreciate your work. While some fans reckon it's just hanging up shirts in dressing rooms, we know it's so much more. A football team's kit is its identity, its uniform, what sets it out from the rest. But it doesn't clean itself. That's not just the shirts, it's the shorts, the socks, the training gear, the boots, the other bits we sort out behind closed doors. Who's the one digging around in that smelly, stinky laundry basket at full time? Yeah, it's the kit man. They have a lot to work on in a week, from laundry, fixing damaged kit, repairing holes, cleaning boots. Then they pack the van and take everything they need off to the stadium, ready for game day. They don't get a lot of help when they get in the ground too. Kitmen are the ones unloading a full squad's worth of boots, kit, medical bags, and all the bits the players and coaches will need between the start of the day and switching off the floodlights at the end of the day. First thing they do is organise each player's kit. Make it easily accessible in order to avoid any dramas on match day. Once everything's in the right place, it's into the dressing room, lay everything out, put players' nameplates on the right locker, all the things you don't even think about on a match day. Once the players arrive, if anything needs doing, they call the kit man. In the meantime, it's on the kit man to help set up for the warm-up. The coaches don't always have time to lay out all the cones and put the balls in those weird triangle piles you see. As the warm-up is underway, the kit man then becomes a glorified ball boy, chasing stray shots and passes, making sure they aren't lost in the crowds. They eventually do the tidying up too, getting everything off the pitch before kick-off and assist the ground staff with any last-minute things they may need. After that, it's last call for the players. Then, at kick-off, they can breathe a sigh of relief for a few minutes, sit back and watch the game, enjoy the fruits of their labour. At half-time, check everyone's okay and everything's as it should be, and then wait for full time. Once the final whistle's gone, it's time to pack everything down, get the stuff that needs to be washed in the laundry, pack up the van, back to the training ground, and ready to do it again next week. Of course, each club differs, and different staff members will have different responsibilities, but we pay tribute to all of those who do it, whether it's the glitz and glamour of the Premier League or a cold Tuesday night in Stoke.
Good afternoon, it's Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. H&B versus Chat GPT returns shortly. We'll be looking at some of the big Carabao Cup first round games you can catch on talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2 over the weekend as the competition returns. Mark Donaldson from ESPN, huge Hearts fan, will be joining us. They take on Benfica in the Europa League. Sadly, the Champions League not for them in qualifying, so they're going to the Europa League with a really tough game against a European heavyweight. And we'll talk a little bit about Manchester United's new women's manager as well, who did fine things at Hearts with Mark. We're going to have a chat with Lee Clark, formerly of Newcastle United. It's Newcastle 2.0.
Yeah.
Says the chief.
Well, he's Hartlepool manager as well, Paul. And I'd say they are favourites for the National League this year.
Wow.
Very, very good.
Well, we'll have a chat about that. And talking of lower league football, Ian Davis, Bridgewater United owner, has gone viral.
That is lower league.
Having a bit of a pop at another local rival, Clevedon Town, who it seems had spent a lot of money, but they beat them.
The Man City of the Western Premier.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So anyway, we'll hear from Ian and see what he makes of going viral. Plus, Alex Horn joins us, and we'll have a birthday spread later on.
Yeah, while you're off, Paul, I went to a pre-season friendly with my friend Josh Widdicombe, who is the new Strictly host, of course.
Yeah.
And he kept it quiet, Paul. He didn't mention you.
Didn't he?
He didn't mention you were on. He didn't. And yesterday they announced that you are on Strictly, aren't you?
I'm doing Strictly.
It's not you, is it? But it is your lookalike.
It's Graham from Dogs
Graham.
Behaving Badly. Whatever it's called, yeah.
You do look like each other.
When I was in...
he dresses a bit more like
when I was in Montenegro last week, this one of the waiters said, "Are you famous?" And I said,
"Oh yeah."
Not really. He said, "Have I seen you on TV?" I said, I was thinking, well, I did a bit of Sky back in the day. I said,
yeah.
So then he said, "What are you famous for?" I said, "Well, I do a radio show in England. I've done a little bit of telly." And then a guy on the next table said, "Oh, what radio station are you on?" So I said, "talkSPORT." So he was a Port Vale fan. We had a bit of a football chat.
that's
so it
nice.
started a conversation.
Just what you want.
But he said, "I watch a lot of English TV, and is it Cars?" I said, "No, it's not." And then I thought, that's who he thinks I'm Graham. But I've had this in.
Did he come back and go, dogs?
There he is. There he is.
There he is.
There's a picture of him there on screen.
I'm going to say
watching.
you're better looking than him, Paul.
Thank you very much, Chuck.
You know.
I've been in the woods before with my dog when she was still around.
Yes.
And a kid came up to me once.
Just look at the camera. Let him take a screenshot of you next to him. It's a little bit before and after.
I can't rock a cravat the way that he does, Sarah. He makes it look good, doesn't
I
he?
think it's an affectation, the cravat. I don't think he leans into it. I don't think he can wear it myself.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if they'll make him wear one on Strictly.
Oh, there'll be a dance involving.
How much is that dog
that'll be
in the window?
That will be one of the
that ball change.
That'll be one of the dances. But I have been mistaken for him when I've been walking the dog. They think, your dog must be well behaved.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, get a lot of that.
Oh, couldn't you look after mine, could you, for an hour? There we are. Start ignoring the dog.
Yeah,
they do it. Mainly his technique is ignore the dog.
I'd like to point out it isn't me, by the way.
Well, I think you'd be great on Strictly. I think you and Andy would be great on Strictly.
I think Andy would be good. Although, imagine if the judges had a go at him.
What's the point?
If the judges had a go at him, he'd start swearing. It'd be really eggy for live telly. That wouldn't be good, would it?
What's the point? He should have been the new judge. What's the point?
Should have been.
7.
Anyway, it's time now.
ChatGPT, Paul.
Time now for H&B versus ChatGPT.
H&B versus ChatGPT.
Yeah, we decided last season that ChatGPT should know more about football than anything or anyone, because it has all the knowledge of the universe at its fingertips.
Everything ever known and everything that ever will be known will be known
so
by
in a
ChatGPT.
millisecond, she'll be able, just like that, to tell us what's going to happen in any given football match.
And yet you, with your journalistic powers and knowledge, Paul, thrashed it, I'd say, 8 out of 12 months.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do too bad. You go on vibes. I try and go on some
I think I won
semblance of
twice.
knowledge. But surprisingly, it didn't win every month. So we thought he would bring it back.
Yes.
And see whether... And let's be honest, our ChatGPT isn't the kind of cutting-edge Claude type stuff you're used to. Or the voice of ChatGPT tends to be quite sort of continuity
We've
announcer
got an old
smooth.
version.
We have got quite an old version. There's been no upgrade for it. So it's a bit shonky, a bit 80s speak and spell. But they have their own personality, as you may discover. So, Chat, how are you?
Hello lads, I only got rebooted this morning. I have been in a cupboard all summer.
Just rebooted this morning.
In a cupboard on this lovely hot summer we've had as well.
Yeah, so I wonder what you've missed.
Did football come home? I gave Thomas Tuchel some advice for what to do when defending a 1-0 lead.
Okay, what was the advice to Thomas Tuchel then for defending a 1-1 lead?
Get everyone behind the ball and pray, I said. Did it work, lads?
It didn't work.
Didn't really work, Chat, no.
He did it, Chat. It didn't work.
It really worked. Blimey, you did miss out on the summer, didn't you?
A whole lot of stuff.
How is Keir Starmer getting on as Prime Minister? I was giving him charisma lessons a few months ago.
Didn't work out for him, Chat.
Charisma lessons haven't worked out for Keir Starmer.
Now, there's been all these stories while you've been away about AI turning on other AI, rogue AI,
really
turning and hacking,
fighting each other,
versions of AI. Wow. I mean, are you concerned, Chat?
Not with me, lads. If you want to go rogue with me, bring your mates and bring your dinner.
Yeah.
Hey, Claude, Gemini, you can pair up if you like.
Gone all setting, hasn't it? It's fantastic.
Bring your mates and bring your dinner.
Yes.
By the way, lads, how is Gianni Infantino getting on at FIFA?
Gianni Infantino, yeah. Why'd you ask?
Just before the World Cup, I did a feasibility study for him on selling off some of the tournament.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Was it a success?
It was a massive success. Yeah. Give him something, eh? It was a massive success. And
Was it a success?
Oh, everybody was very much on side. It was a great idea.
Loved it, chap.
Well done to you, chap. Anyway, 3 games, as we said. You're going to be able to.
You, your big AI, and you, your little AI.
Yeah, that's right. You come and see me on Monday morning. Okay, yeah. So we're going to look at 3 of the games that you'll hear in the first round of the Carabao Cup on talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2, kicking off Friday night. Borough v Wrexham.
Ooh, what a game.
Ollie Klink, your host for that one. Mark Wilson, Steve Howie, former Newcastle defender, your commentary team. I'm going to kick us off because I think I won the last one.
Yeah, you won the whole thing, Paul.
It's so early in the season, isn't it? You don't know if everybody's going to be going out full strength. I suppose it's a good kind of final warm-up game before it all gets underway the following week, isn't it, in the Championship?
You don't want to be knocked out, but you don't want to get any injuries.
No, that's it. You've got to certainly take it seriously. I think it might be a tight old affair. I think Borough are going to win this 1-0.
Okay, and is it straight to pens? Is it?
I think it is, yes. No replays.
Okay, I'm going to say 1-1, Paul. I think as you say, people aren't going to really go for it, are they? You know, and also both these sides will want to try and get promotion. Middlesbrough went close last season. Wrexham have spent some money in the summer.
Absolutely.
1-1, I think, at 90.
What do you say, chat?
Borough hold home advantage and have strong quality squad, while Wrexham are known for their competitive cup runs. Borough 2, Wrexham 1.
Okay.
2-1. It is going to go straight to pens, Charlie. Just double checked.
They're good. They're nice nights out, though. It's a nice summer evening out.
Well, yeah, this is they're all taking place this weekend. It's the first time they've done this, isn't it?
Plymouth Exeter Monday night. That'd be good.
talkSPORT listeners home in the car if you want to have a guess.
Yeah.
Very good.
And your AIs and your phones,
whatever.
Ask them.
West Ham Pompey, Saturday afternoon on talkSPORT 2. Natalie Sawyer, your host. Kevin Hatchard, Scott Minto, former West Ham defender, your commentary team for that one. Again, we don't quite know what teams we're chatting to. Andy Strickland, big Pompey fan from the band Aloft the other day, and he's a bit more optimistic than he has been after 16th and 18th this season. But West Ham have got a lot of quality about them. It depends how strong a team they put out. But if they do, I think they have a little bit too much for Pompey. But, still very early days in the season. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Hammers.
This is going to be when the West Ham fans sort of start to feel it, and when they go, in the first round.
First round of the Carabao Cup. You're not in Kansas anymore and all that.
Yeah, if Jared Bowen plays, then,
yeah,
they've got a good chance in it. But Portsmouth, I'm going to say West Ham will win 2-1.
2, you're going 2-1 as well. Yeah. And what say you, chat?
West Ham possess superior top-level talent. The Hammers should control the tempo against Portsmouth. 3-0 win for the Lions.
Very bullish. Very bullish on their behalf. talkSPORT listeners home in the car. And finally, 5:30 on Saturday. Apparently, Natalie Sawyer's host for that one as well. So she'll be in a fast car. Well, it's not that far, is it, really? From West Ham to Colchester.
Wow.
Like Phil Collins. Joe Shannon and Perry Groves, your commentary team, former Colchester player. And I think there's been a few games Southampton have played pre-season, but this will probably be the first time they get cheats.
Binoculars out and all sorts of stuff.
There's going to be a lot of that.
Going to be checking the fans for binoculars.
Going to have a whole season of that. And the Cowleys are very canny managers, but putting that aside, I do see Southampton winning, and I'm going to go. Sorry, everybody at Colchester. I'm going to go 3-1 Southampton. What do you think, Charlie?
Well, I mean, this is a big test, isn't it, for the Southampton? They're going to
Tonda Eckert.
He's going to want to have to win every game, because if he gets off to a bad start, Paul, that's it for him, isn't he? So I think they'll be full strength. Yeah, 2-0.
2-0 says Charlie. And what about you, chat?
Colchester will look to make things uncomfortable. However, Southampton's individual quality across the pitch should prove enough. 2-0 win for the Saints.
2-0 says chat. Talk to what listeners home in the car. So there we are. We are going to be chatting to Alex Horn, the Cheshire United director, later on, because National League South gets underway at the weekend.
It does.
Who will you be rooting for, chat?
I love the Beavers.
Of course you do. Loves the Beavers. Hampton and Richmond. So, okay, chat. Thank you very much.
Good luck, chat.
Hopefully we'll catch up with you soon.
See you next week. Back in the cupboard.
HMV versus chat. GP.
Get back in the box. Get back in the box.
Get back in the cupboard. Birthday spread back at 3:30. Alex Horn will join us in the next hour. But we're going to be chatting to Mark Donaldson next. Hearts take on Benfica tonight in the Europa League. And we'll get his thoughts on that. Talk a bit of women's football as well. A tough old start for Hearts to the season after a memorable one last year, really.
Sad.
But anyway, we'll have a chat with Mark very shortly. We're here at Tool Station, open from 7 a.m. Monday to Saturday. Grab what you need, get on site, get it done. First stop, Tool Station.
I anticipate Arsenal to absolutely go again and just be as good as they've been this season. The key element for me on the title this year is Rodri. If Rodri's a Manchester City player throughout the whole course of the season, Manchester City will win the league.
That's a shouting off, that is, isn't it?
Do you disagree? If Manchester City lose Rodri and he goes to Real Madrid, they will not win the league.
I know what you're saying, but I look at it as well from because Anderson's coming, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
he's not Rodri.
I know he's not Rodri.
But he'll benefit from playing alongside him.
Yeah, that would happen.
But if you leave him on his own in there, I think you've got carnage.
I do know what you're saying, but I think there's more of a factor that Maresca might not be up for it either. You don't know yet.
I think he's up for it.
You reckon he's up for it?
I think he's up for it.
We'll see.
He knows that club. He's been at that club. He understands how that club works.
You're talking like a real Manchester City supporter.
He went to Chelsea. He did.
Are you Blackburn? You're a Blackburn fan, didn't you?
Yeah, we'll talk.
Hold on a minute.
We'll talk about their dismal summer in a minute.
What about the other teams?
Why are you doing this? Why are you deflecting?
Well, I'm just trying to say.
All I was doing was talking about the Premier League title race. That's all I was saying. And I was just saying that the big impact, the key piece of information for me is Rodri being a Man City player throughout the whole course of the season. And if he is, Manchester City will win the league.
Cool, but that's a shout.
Do you not think so?
So where was he last season?
Getting back from his ACL, mate. Do you not think so?
No, listen, mate.
So you're tipping Arsenal. You think so? You believe in what I said at the start of the show, that you believe that we're entering a dynasty time.
Yeah, but I don't. I wouldn't hang my hat on it.
So the pick of the games in Europe this evening involving the British clubs, I think is Benfica versus Hearts.
Yeah, belter.
One of the European giants, of course. And here to chat about that is a huge Hearts fan from ESPN over in the States. It's broadcaster Mark Donaldson. Hi, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
How are you both?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Not too bad. Is this kind of, like what's happened already in the Champions League, is this kind of cushion the blow, but you're playing against a giant like this of European football?
No, not at all. I'd love to be in Portugal right now, but I was quoted 1,500 quid for flights, hence the fact I'm in my office in the house.
Yeah.
It's typical. You can say, I'll save it for the next round. At least we know there will be a next round, but just not in this competition. Because Benfica have got a squad value of 411 million. Hearts is valued at, let's just see, 25.5 million. Do you know what this reminds me of, Paul? This reminds me of Hearts Spurs.
Oh, yeah.
When you beat us 5-0 at Tynecastle in 2011. And then we got a draw in the return leg when Harry Kane missed a penalty on his debut.
That's right. We had to give Mark, we went to the pub we usually go to, which I didn't realise was Spurs only, and Mark was proudly sitting there in his Hearts shirt.
Oh, was he?
And the bouncer came, no one was kicking off, everybody was fine. Bouncer sort of came over and said, you're going to have to put a jacket on over that, mate. So
no football colours.
The only it was a bit tight on you, that jacket, wasn't it? It cut the circulation off, Mark, the one we found for you. You didn't have a jacket.
Yeah, you gave me yours, and you're a medium, and I'm slightly larger than medium. I'm a kind of large, so it was a little bit snug on me, and I've got a few X's in front of that large as well.
So it's a tough old start of the season. Did you kind of expect that would be the case? A bit of a hangover from last season?
Didn't know, had no idea. New coach, Derek McInnes, has gone to Rangers, Cammy Devlin, Lawrence Shank as well. Very highly rated coach, Wouter Franken, coming in from Belgium. But I described it on our Scarves Around the Funnel podcast as someone letting you stay in their house and use all their stuff. And you're not going to go in and enjoy every bit of food that's in the fridge. You're not going to go in and enjoy the car that's there. Over time, it'll take you to get what you want from that house. And that's the same with a football club. You don't just come in and have the same players that the previous managers had, and then it just suddenly continues from last season. Maybe it was a flash of lightning last season, probably, but I expected a little bit better. But Benfica's not the game to try and get back on the winning trail.
The Aberdeen game was mad, wasn't it? I was watching that. I mean, there was like the late goal that totally did for you.
We haven't just lost players, we've lost leadership as well. And I think the biggest loss is not someone who's been transferred out, it's the injury to Craig Halkett, our skipper. And we played at Dundee last season, and it was live on Sky. And I don't know if you remember, it was the unbelievable save from Craig Gordon right at the end at Dundee. He'd come on as a sub because Alex Schwalov, the goalkeeper, had been sent off. So we're playing with 10 men. And Dundee was just shelling balls into the box. We looked like we could have defended all day. Now, one ball into the box and we look like conceding. So we've lost the leadership, and that's a concern. Thankfully, it's only Benfica next, and Pavlidis, their scorer, got 4 in the last round against Sturm Graz in the space of about half an hour.
To lose your manager and your main striker must be so frustrating, but is it not the problem for the whole of Scottish football is that if anyone does any good, they end up at Rangers or Celtic, and it was ever thus.
Yeah, but I don't think Rangers and Celtic for another player in Scotland now is the be-all and end-all. Look at all the players that we've had in Scottish football over the past few years who've gone to Italy and have done really well in Serie A. And a lot of the time, Celtic and Rangers, they might be able to afford it, but they can't really compete with what's on offer, a chance to play in Serie A or other top leagues.
Yeah.
It's still a step up. I get that, but I'd kind of direct you in the way that we are now under Tony Bloom, the Brighton owner with Jamestown Analytics. You're not going to get any testimonials. Craig Gordon had a testimonial last season. That's going to be the last one we've got, because basically we're a platform now to bring players in that maybe haven't been spotted or aren't broken and sell them on.
Yeah.
So you really want to keep the tie alive for people who bought tickets for Tynecastle next week. You know, you want it to be alive for next week in the second leg, don't you?
We do. We played Benfica before, 1960, and then they went on to win the competition. We only lost 2-1 in the first leg. That was just before Alex Young moved to Everton.
Yeah, the Golden
from
Vision.
Hearts.
Yeah.
The Golden Vision. Dave Mackay had gone in 1959 to your boys, but Alec Young was still there, scored. We lost the away leg 3-0. The problem we had, we lost the first leg in the last round against Sturm Graz 4-0, and we were the better side in the first half, but we were soft. Can we keep it alive for Tynecastle next time round? I doubt it. And when it's only 14-1 for Benfica to win 6-0, that's a bit of a concern for us.
Just very quickly, Mark, on Manchester United's women, it look like they're going to name Eva Oled as the new manager. She did a very good job at your place. She won the title with Hearts, didn't she?
Yeah, the Man United women's team can look forward to a really talented coach. She just improved us every year since joining in 2021, and it was great to see her finally get the title, and Hearts winning in the Champions League women yesterday. So that was great, but Man United fans can enjoy Eva Oled's style of football, and I think she'll be a great success down at Manchester United's women's team.
Well, enjoy the game tonight, Mark. Thanks very much for joining us.
Boys, appreciate you. Thank you.
There we are. There's Mark Donaldson, a huge Jambos fan from the
Hearts
SPN.
fans, though, Paul. Little few days around the game in Portugal during the summer.
Lisbon. Lovely trip, isn't it?
Beautiful, beautiful, lovely. Having a lovely time.
We'll keep you in touch with that one.
Super Bock. Have a nice time.
Yeah, indeed. During Transfer Insiders, Angelina Kelly and Luke Moore, I'm sure, will be keeping an eye on that one. They're on from 7 o'clock, normally to look at all the big transfer stories of the day.
Smashing.
So, we're going to talk cricket next. The Test team has been announced. We'll get the thoughts of the former England Test cricketer, Steve Harmison.
A couple of big names back on there, Paul.
Yeah.
New from fresh faces.
We'll hear from the chief selector, Marcus North, as well. That's all to come in a few moments' time.
Look at Real Madrid. Go and look at this is the point that I think Gabby was making this morning. I know that he was making it regarding trophies and what have you, but look at the brand value.
180 million.
There you go. Right, that's how big that football club is.
Right, that's a lot.
That's how big that is as a worldwide entity. 180 million, and you're talking about him coming to a club that has 32 million followers on Instagram. Again, these are very basic metrics. Very basic metrics. But Vinicius Junior is in a completely different stratosphere. All this talk about him coming to Arsenal throughout the whole course of the summer has just been manipulation from an agent trying to get the dude a few more quid. That's what it is. He was never in a million years going to be an Arsenal player this summer. That's what it is. It's just manipulating the market. Like, see if I can get some more money for my guy. Yeah. Why would he come to Arsenal?
I said that was the agent talk. Just using Arsenal as a
leverage.
A tool.
Yeah. Arsenal are interested. Oh, right, wicked. Brilliant. Arsenal, champions of England. Right, well, let's use them. Yeah. Let's use them. Go back to the table with the Real Madrid lads. Forward. Yeah, he's coming out of contract. You know what I mean? He needs a few more zeros on this contract. Yeah. Okay. We're going to sign Yandy Mande. Let's put some pressure on you. No, don't worry about that. Vinny Jr. ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Is it?
Come on. You can't leave. I just don't see leaving Real Madrid as a... Unless you don't leave Real Madrid unless Real Madrid leaves you.
That's it.
That's it, mate.
Unless you come to the end of your time on your way, son.
Can't have a supermodel girlfriend and you leaving your supermodel girlfriend.
She leaves you.
For the dinner lady. Like, you know what I mean?
The dinner lady! You can't call Arsenal a dinner lady.
Oh, it's love, innit? It's love.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earned 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Everyone's got an opinion. Back yours at Betfair. 18+ gambleaware.org.
Yes, time to get the latest odds with James Mackey from our friends and new official betting partner Betfair. Hello, James.
How are we, guys? Everyone all right?
Yeah, we're good, thanks, so bad, James. We're going to take a look at the bottom of the table in the Premier League. The relegation odds. I suppose whenever this happens, it seems to be the teams that have come up are the first port of call. Is that the case once again?
Yeah, you're absolutely bang on. It's just as we creep towards the start of the Premier League season, the relegation battle looks this season a really interesting one, I find, with, as you mentioned, all 3 of the promoted teams from the Championship odds on to go straight back down, which will be no surprise. Hull are the 1-5 favourites to go straight back down. And also, they're 20-1 to break Derby's record for the least amount of points in a season. So we'll have to see how that gets on throughout the season. They're followed by Frank Lampard's Coventry at 4-7, and then Ipswich at 8-13. And when looking at the Premier League teams from last season that could struggle this season, Sunderland actually come into it next with their price of 11-4 to go down, suggesting that they can't do what they did last season, and Europa League might cause a bit of an issue to their league form. You've got Leeds and Fulham, who are both 11-2, with Palace 6-1, Brentford and Forest around 8-1. And as I mentioned yesterday, speaking to you, Charlie and Max, that we've seen a fair bit of interest around Newcastle to get relegated this season. There were a high of 33-1, now into 10-1, having lost their manager and key players heading into the season. So they've actually took the second most bets behind Hull on Newcastle in the relegation market so far. So it's not great viewing so far for Newcastle fans in that market. But also want to mention Man City, they're 12-1 in the market to be relegated with all those 115 charges hanging over their heads. We just don't know what's going to happen when these charges are going to come in. So they're priced at 12-1 at the moment. But look, that would be a big shock, wouldn't it, if Man City were to be relegated this season?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if because it was a points deduction involved or whatever, if you want to get on it now, it's probably about as good the odds are ever going to get. Nobody's gone for Tottenham then, 17th 2 years running, or do you think they've done sufficient business to not be in the conversation?
Reverse psychology. Yeah.
Well, Tottenham should be okay, shouldn't they? But look, they've shown the last 2 seasons that they have have been down there, but they've actively gone out in the market to make sure that that's not the case this season. Just a few specials that we've got on the Betfair Sportsbook around relegation. We've got a market to finish rock bottom of the league. No surprise again, Hull, they're 13-10 favourites. Coventry, 11-4, and Ipswich, 3-1. They're from the promoted sides, but Sunderland, they're 20-1, and the next best priced to have a dreadful season. Interestingly, we also have a market on which of the three promoted teams will finish the highest this year, with Ipswich the shortest price of the three at 13-10, followed by Coventry at 6-4, and then Hull at 5-2. Who do you think goes down, gents?
I think it's those three. I think it's difficult of your Hull.
I think Cov might do all right.
I think, well, yeah, it depends if they can keep hold of. Because the Coventry's in a difficult situation. Is if they have a good start, and Frank's doing a great job, then someone will come in for Frank.
I think you'll
That's
give
just
him a
how it
season.
works. If Frank's in the top 10, or in the top half with Coventry by Christmas, someone will come in for Frank.
Well, quite possibly.
That's
Yeah,
how it works. And Hull, it's difficult because you go up and you spend, or do you go? We didn't have that good as
I think
start in the
I
first
think
place.
all the promoted clubs are under no illusions. I know they're up against. Survival will be the key, won't it? Really.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. And it's with that special that's on site around Hull, that obviously Derby's record still stands. Wolves got close last season, didn't they? But 20-1 to see how Hull get on and see if they can break that record, which obviously no one wants to hold that record, do they?
Thank you, James.
Cheers, James.
Thanks very much, guys.
James Mackey from Betfair there. Thank you very much for joining us. That's all the latest odds and offers. Go to betfair.com. That's 18+, gambleaware.org.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Everyone's got an opinion. Back yours at Betfair. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Now, you may have heard in Tom's news bulletin earlier on Marcus North, England selector, talking about Sam Curran with Ben Stokes.
Yeah.
Calling it a day. England do need a fine all-rounder, and he seemed to intimate that had it wouldn't been from the case of injury, Sam Curran would have been very much in the mix. But we do have our test squad for the games against Pakistan, and Steve Harmison, former Ashes winner, one of our very own here on talkSPORT, joins us now. Hi, Harmy.
Hey, Harmy.
How are we, boys? You all right?
Yeah, very good, thanks.
You wouldn't have liked those 10-1 odds on Newcastle going down that we were just getting from James Mackey.
No, I didn't enjoy that bit. I must admit, I could sense where it was going, but then when I heard Newcastle name come out, Man City at 12-1, Newcastle's not a bad price in at 10. So no, enough said about Newcastle, the better. I think this England Test squad has been, I think, an interesting one. I think it's always interesting when Ben Stokes is not featuring, and now he's never going to feature again. Marcus North spoke really well as he normally does, and he intimated that if it wasn't for injury, because Sam Curran hasn't bowled a lot in the 100, Sam might have been in the mix. I think the squad is pretty much the squad I was expecting. It's very difficult to find a way that Shoaib Bashir fits in English conditions going forward. So it's important that even though he's in the squad, he needs to go and play and improve his education of cricket going forward, what he's doing with Derbyshire. But I think the biggest thing for this team now and Stephen Fleming's intro coming in is, how am I going to get 20 wickets? Because 20 wickets, you win a test match with 20 wickets. And we've got to get a bowling attack that bowls together to get 20 wickets. And with Stokes, we had somebody that could balance both bat and ball. Now we don't have that. It seems as though Dan Lawrence is going to be the spin bowler, and England are going to pick 4 frontline seamers.
Well, though he's not coaching the team, Stephen Fleming, Harmer, you would have thought he's had his hand in this selection, surely, because, what's the point otherwise? You want him to be kind of moulding the team in his image so he can hit the ground running.
Yeah, I think the moulding the team in his image is the key part. Possibly not selecting the team or the squad, but definitely in a dialogue with Marcus North and Rob Key and Marcus North and Marcus Trescothick and Joe Root, that the balance of the side and how I want us to play cricket. So he has, if you look at Stephen Fleming as a captain for New Zealand, he had a lot of sort of all-rounders in that lower middle order. You look at the coach of Stephen Fleming at CSK, Chennai Super Kings, he had quite a lot of all-rounders. So Sam Curran fits the bill. I said to Jared Kimber the other day when we did Harmy and Kimber, which is to come out, we were talking about that role, and as much as I like Sam, and I think Sam's a fantastic not a young player anymore, but a fantastic player, is he one of our 4 best bowlers to take 20 wickets? And I think, unfortunately, I don't think he is. I think we need 4 seamers in English cricket that can take 20 wickets. And that, if we've got Archer, we've got Robinson, we've got Tongue, we've got Carse, we've got Fisher, Sam Cook's been brought into the squad. They're probably more suited as a frontline bowler than Sam Curran, as a sort of bits and pieces cricketer. But I'm sure Stephen Fleming is looking at that all-rounder spot and saying Dan Lawrence, Sam Curran, Bryden Carse can bat, Gus Atkinson can bat. I think that will be the makeup of the numbers 7, 8 and 9.
It feels quite a transitional squad to me. Ashes summer in 27, isn't it? It feels to me like they're sort of working out who's going to be there next summer rather than thinking about this summer, to me, Steve.
Yeah, well, I've heard a lot of people talk about this has been a wasted summer. I think that's pretty disrespectful to the players that have played in it and made their debuts, like Emilio Gay's made his debut. Jordan Cox has made his debut and probably going to bat number 3 in this game. So I don't think it's been a wasted summer. I think you're right. I think there's been a few transitions of how we play our cricket. We got hammering in Australia, and that, if somebody had said to me in the middle of last summer that we'd be without Ben Stokes, Brendan McCullum would be sacked, I probably would have laughed at it, because England were going to Australia with, I think, a huge amount of confidence that even if we lost, we will be a really close contest. And unfortunately, that's been blown out of the water. And now England, are they in a position to look at this summer as a wasted opportunity? No, I think it's been the best that we could have had, and I think these are the best players we've got going forward. So it is looking at the Ashes. It always is looking at the Ashes cycle. I still think these are the best players that we've got, and whether they're going to be good enough for a chance to win the Ashes, I think time will tell, because Pakistan are a shambles, let's be fair. But we are as well at this moment in time, and we need to rebuild. And then we're going to South Africa, the best team in the world by world rankings or by World Test Championship. And then we've got a Test match against Bangladesh before the Ashes. So we need to hit the ground running, not only when Stephen Fleming gets a job in December, but right now, because this group of 16 players, probably with a bit of Sam Curran, Jacob Bethel, they'll be the 18 players, I would imagine, that'll be playing Test match cricket between now and the end of next summer.
Harmy, thanks as always. Catch up with you soon.
No worries.
Steve Harmison there, as you said. You can hear the thoughts of Harmy alongside Jared Kimber. That will be available shortly. I'm sure we'll give you info on that. So still to come, we will bring you a birthday spread in the next hour. Lee Clark will expand on Newcastle 2.0, what he makes of the signings that they've made and the ones they've let go.
They say they're going for a younger player profile.
Yeah, it's a kind of reset and a chance to. I mean, they've made a lot of money from transfers. They wouldn't necessarily want to see those players go, but they've made a lot of money from transfers, which will give them some spending power for a good few seasons, you would think. And if they get the young signings right, who knows? But as Harmy was saying to us the other day, it'll be frustrating for the Newcastle fans. If they make a bad start, it can be a tough crowd to play in front of when things aren't going well, especially when you've had Champions League. But I think the focus will be on the owners, really.
I think so.
There's only so much they can do. Newcastle fans will probably...
If they're still interested, the owners, Paul. That's the thing, isn't it?
Well, that's something I might run past Lee. I just got some thoughts on that. But anyway, that's all coming up. Alex Horn ahead of the start of the National League South season. Team is director of Chesham. Chesham will be involved, as will your team, Torquay United, Charlie.
You guys, champions.
And Alex will join us, the Taskmaster co-host, comedian at Chesham, and Liverpool fan. Maybe we'll touch on a bit of Liverpool. That's all to come. As always, we are here with our good friends at Tool Station. First stop for everything. For the job from 7 a.m. Monday to Saturday. Start strong. Start it right. First stop, Tool Station.
£75 million for a player whose biggest attribute is to fall over on the edge of the box and win himself a free kick.
Gosh,
is good money. And if he wants to go and sit on Arsenal's bench, where he'll not be adored like he was at Newcastle, then he's basically going for the money.
The tune has turned.
Like
The tune has turned, mate.
All right. So tell me you're not bitter.
Oh, I'm not bitter.
Stop that! He can't be talking like. What is he doing? Just on the floor?
Yeah, falling at the edge of the box. Falling at the edge of the box.
Falling at the edge of the box.
Falling at the edge of the box.
Now you're bitter, man. Come on, you got to be. You can't be saying them type of lyrics there on live national radio. He was good for you lot. You know that.
He was good. I tell you what.
Yeah, if he's got down the motorway, if he's going down the motorway and he says, you know what, I've got to change your heart, I'm going back. Are you gonna have him back, or are you gonna batter him just for thinking about leaving?
Me personally, I would have him back. I don't want him to go, but I think it's good. I think it's good money for a player who's limited.
Oh God!
It is good money.
Why do you have to have the dig? No, don't stop having the dig.
And the key thing is now, mate, reinvesting it into the play staff, isn't it? I mean, the money that you've pulled in with Tonali and Gordon, and obviously now this week Guimaraes, you've got to reinvest it into the lads, haven't you?
Yeah.
And when we finish above Arsenal, Spurs, and Liverpool at the end of the season, and look down on all of them players who've left, right? talkSPORT will need to find something else to talk about, won't they?
Along to the music. Sorry, Paul.
Yeah, sorry.
I wasn't trying to say you were out.
That's
edging
okay.
it to slip.
The latest episode of Off Court with Greg Rosetsky is out now on the talkSPORT app or wherever you get your podcast. On this week's edition, he's gone to war with Paul Scholes, Manchester United legend, for suggesting that football is a harder sport than tennis.
You can't compare football to tennis. I mean, there's no question about it. I was watching Paul Scholes saying, "Oh, football's so much harder than tennis." I've never heard a load of rubbish in my life. I mean, come on, Scholesy, let's go play some tennis and see how long you can last out there and having to move directions, no substitutions. There is no question physically tennis is much more demanding. With the travel schedule, with competing, with having to support and fund your own team, there's so many more things that makes tennis a much more difficult sport.
Well, there we are.
Yeah.
Off court there, you agreeing with that or not?
Well, it's difficult, isn't it? It depends if you mean physically or mentally, you know. It's tough sport, tennis, if you're on your own all the time.
It's apples and oranges. I mean, you just don't quite know.
You can't compare the two, really.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you play midfield for Man United, you're running between 6 and 8 miles a game in short sprints. Whereas if you're playing tennis, you're doing lots of runs all the time over 3 or 4 hours. So it's
and you can't sit down
game.
after 5 minutes
Exactly.
and have a banana, can you?
It's a different. I'm not sure.
Well, you
the
can, but I'm
argument
sure
holds.
Sir Alex Ferguson would have shouted at you.
And also in tennis, no one's trying to knock you off the ball.
No, that's very
or stop
true.
you playing. Although that'd be good fun. They should bring that in, perhaps.
That's Off Court with Greg Rosetsky, part of the talkSPORT podcast network. You can hear it on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Charlie, we asked the listeners today, didn't we?
Oh, yes.
About, had they spotted the stars at the fun fair or the theme park?
And they really have.
Because Jude Bellingham and his girlfriend went to Alton Towers yesterday, but it wasn't the sort of carefree afternoon at a theme park. They seem to have a lot of security and people sort of following around, making sure they got to the next ride. There were pictures of him on Nemesis, and he seemed to be enjoying himself.
Yeah, and he had a key ring, didn't he?
But I was making the point, if when you get off the rides and they, you want to buy, say, the key ring and the mouse mat.
Yeah.
And
Are you allowed to buy a Jude Bellingham?
Are you allowed to buy someone else's? Would they have done a really big roaring trade yesterday in the Jude Bellingham?
He looks like he's enjoying it, Paul. I will say that.
I mean, that's it. It doesn't matter how much money you got or how big a star you are. Once you get on one of those rides, once those things come down and
Maybe
clamp
they're
you
trying
in.
to sell him one for his back garden.
Yeah.
Try before you buy.
Have his own Nemesis.
I'll tell you where we've got one, actually. Jude at Alton Towers.
Yeah.
If you want to have a go at Nemesis Reborn, come and have a go on that one. We'll get you to the front. It didn't look a relaxing day. Anyway, here we go. Some people have been all over the place. I once went down a water slide at Wet n Wild in Florida.
Yeah.
After Adam Woodyat, a.k.a. Ian Beale. That's Sean in Gillingham. He's seen Ian Beale.
He's seen Ian Beale
on Wet n Wild.
It was a duff moment,
Exactly,
if ever
yeah.
there was one. Yeah.
I don't believe this one, but I'll read it anyway.
Okay.
I once knocked a hot dog out of the hands of Barry Scott from the Sillet Bang Adam.
Yeah, I don't.
We were in the queue at Chessington World of Adventures. It's from Anonymous, and I think you've gone, what's the least...
What's the most stupid
What's the
version?
lowest rent one I can think of? Yeah. Bang! And the hot dog was gone. I spotted Peter Cech at Legoland a few years back. Wanted a photo with him, but my missus said rather loudly, "Don't bother the poor man. He's with his family." You obviously heard, because he smiled and nodded, so I didn't bother.
It's not like he said, "Oh, no, it's fine."
That's a story.
He just said, "Yes, you're right, I am."
That's a story of a man seeing another man,
Yeah.
and the other man saying, "Yes, don't bother me." Thank you, John, the taxi driver from Welling. Might do quite well in the National League.
Our next guest,
Oh, yeah.
we're
We're leaving those behind, are we?
has gone viral, whether he likes it or not. He is the owner of Bridgewater United FC.
Yeah.
And they played Clevedon and beat them.
They did. Clevedon.
And it was pretty clear.
They spent some money as well, Clevedon, Paul.
Yeah, well, apparently so. I've learned that from the viral video. Ian Davis, the Bridgewater owner, will before we hear from him, let's give you a flavour, slightly redacted, of what he had to say about the opposition.
Firstly, Clevedon, absolute joke. Money, and can't do all because they're a load of mugs. So there's that one out the window. We'll get that one out the way first. They're telling everyone how they're going to walk this league, bash everybody. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. Yeah, all right. Well, they haven't done that tonight to Bridgie. No man of the match for Bridgie, but here's £1,000. Mark, the captain, will take the £1,000. That's for the man of the match, for the whole team towards the end of the season. Hope they don't keep doing it every week, so I'll be skinned. You know what I mean? So here we go. Dave Pearce, best manager in the league. I've said it all along. I've got him back in. Best manager in the league. Best manager in the league? Yeah. Dodgy vice chairman, and I've got the best captain in the league.
Vice chairman.
And
You're not great
I'll
at
tell you what it's about. It's not about money in that, because no one has spent like Clevedon. If I was the Clevedon owners, I've got to be honest with you, their boys would be getting the sack in the morning. Scandalous, all that money they're paying. Scandalous.
There we are.
Look at that.
Good afternoon, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Good afternoon. That didn't sound too good hearing it.
I know.
Yeah,
Any remorse? Next day, anxiety, remorse. I'm not saying
You've gone viral.
Yeah, no remorse, I have to tell you.
Oh, so you obviously had you weren't happy with Clevedon, and beating them was obviously very
2-1.
sweet for you.
Can I just let me just say this? Actually, Nick Steadman, which is their manager, is a friend of mine personally, and I had no inclination to even do an interview, but as I was walking off the pitch to shake his hand, he made a couple of snide comments which he shouldn't have done.
Right.
And normally I'd have just left him on the floor, but the way everyone is with me, I'd probably be in jail today. So I let that one go. And at 63, you can't throw such a hard punch anymore. So basically, I just thought, why did you say those things to me? Like, you parked the bus, you were rubbish, wear this, wear that. You just got beat by us. They beat us the last 6 times, I think. We've beaten them 1 in 6 games. They've knocked us out the playoffs twice. One of the playoffs, they had 1 shot in 90 minutes and it went in the goal through my goalie's hands. And, you know, we never commented, we weren't sarcastic, we wasn't anything. And the day before this all happened, I signed Love Island boy, I'm sure you've seen that, Shane Mannings, great guy. All the way up to I signed him in a car park with Andy Llewellyn, who's sitting next to me, the ex-Bristol City legend. They were trying to get him to play against us. Please play against Bridgie. Please play against Bridgie. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just had enough. And it was an opportunity to say something that would normally hit maybe 25, 40,000, which is still good for step 5. Yeah. But I think this has gone insane. Too much in a way.
I liked it. I liked how. I mean, I know the level because I know I'm from the West Country, so I know a lot of the teams that you play. I think you play Buckland, you play Bubby Tracy, and you
Bubby Tracy, good friends of ours, great guys.
Ben Gehring, ex-Torquay players
Gehring,
manager,
great guy.
Yeah, manager of it's like West Country corner, Paul.
Yeah, it is West Country corner. So are they getting under everybody's skin, Clevedon, with a spell? They've been the Man City of your level, have they?
Yeah, look, this is the truth. In the 2 years I've had it, for the first 2 years, we were the highest budget.
Yeah.
And I got it all wrong. I'm not going to lie. I sacked the manager, Dave Pearce, who's an absolute legend, because I didn't know what I was doing.
You got him back, and he's a good manager. Best manager in the league, Dave Pearce.
Top manager. But, I mean, I took the club off Adam Murray that owned Bournemouth.
Oh,
he had a debt to pay, so he gave me the club, which I don't want. The debts came with it. We cleared it all up. I did it all wrong at the beginning, and now we've done all the ground, 150 grand changing rooms. It's unbelievable at Bridgewater. And now we're rebuilding the team how we should. Listen, fair play to the owners of Clevedon. Nice guys, both of them. They've done nothing wrong. They're not in my crosshairs at all. No. I mean, it's like a case of there's things going around from their managers saying, oh, it's only their money, so who cares? That is a disgusting way to talk about owners that are putting money in. Like us or hate us, we're saving clubs and putting money in, and Clevedon are doing the same. And like, I've seen the messages, we've all heard the messages in step 5, and they all float around these messages where they've turned around and said, and they deny it, the messages are everywhere, oh, who cares? It's their money, not mine. I don't care who I sign. That's pretty disgusting behaviour at any level in life. So that's why I reacted. He said we parked the bus and we were this and that. Look, Clevedon are going to be there or thereabouts. They'll have to do well to beat our friends at Portishead to win the league.
Yeah. Well, that's a big Bristol.
Throw even more money now.
Is that a big Bristol derby? Is it Portishead v Clevedon?
I think it would be.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Ian, we're out of time, unfortunately, but we do look forward to more of your post.
It's a shame you've been so shy, Ian.
I would keep them coming. Definitely do one after every game, and they can all.
I think the man on the left of me is Andy Llewellyn, who played for Bristol City for 500 games.
Oh yeah.
So he's our assistant. He's
there, is he? Oh, there he is. Hello, mate. All right there. There we are. Get on.
Good stuff, Ian. Lovely.
Well done, Ian.
Lovely to talk to you.
Lovely to hear from you. Cheers, pal.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks.
Ian Davis there, the Bridgewater United owner. He's got to do one after every.
Quite cross, wasn't
They're going to be getting like 10,000 there for every game.
We should have a Western League Premier update once a month. I was going to say once a week, but maybe once a month.
Not once a day, once an hour. But yeah, go and check out Ian's little viral video.
I can't believe we just cut. I thought the football I banged on about all the time was, but there we are. We're in the Western League.
Well, it's
Premier,
because
Paul. I know,
it's
Paul.
the power of the internet.
I know why we did it, Paul.
It's the power of the internet.
I don't want people saying to me that you put that on there. Then that wasn't me.
I blame Clevedon. I feel sorry for Clevedon. Yeah, they're getting in the neck, aren't they, on national radio?
The Northerners at Clevedon. I tell you what,
Northerners.
You need to open up a right to reply for Clevedon tomorrow, Paul. Actually,
I think we should.
Andy will be really interested in that whole story.
He really loves lower league football. So, birthday sprint to come in the final. A bit of Newcastle with Lee Clark, their former player, Alex Horn. As the
Those people up the Red Lion, I tell you what, we're going to beat them Sunday on the Red Lion.
Pub football roundup on talkSPORT. And we will be chatting about the return of non-league football this weekend.
The good news about Areola is he went through this with Bournemouth. He lost the whole back four.
Yeah.
And he had some late signings at Bournemouth, and look how they turned out, and look what he did. And I'm pretty sure with the Liverpool ownership, I can be critical of any ownership, including my own, that over the years, they've spent money, and they've won a couple of league titles. Last year, they spent nearly £500 million. You could argue that maybe they overspent in some areas and should have spent in others.
But that's hindsight. Nobody was criticising the window at the time.
100% everyone thought we'd walk the league.
Yeah.
And this is football 12 months later where everyone thinks now we're the worst top 6 team in the Premier League. So I dare say Liverpool will look very different by the time the window closes.
Let's hear from Dominic Szoboszlai, shall we? He was speaking ahead of that recent friendly against Leeds, and he discussed the Liverpool squad depth.
I think I can talk from everybody's side that we want to be successful this season. It's a long term because obviously we have a new manager. The team has been changed, and it's maybe not in a couple of months, but in the long term, I think it will work out.
In the long term, it will work, says Dominic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Szoboszlai.
He's not a mug. He's just signed a new long-term deal. He sees what's going on. And by the way, they've got a lot of young talent in that squad. I know everyone's trying to say they need 10 new pieces or whatever else, but they still have a lot of good young players.
Feels like it could be a big year for Ngamota, bearing in mind they're trying to sign wide players, but they haven't yet managed to get anyone.
He will be a sensation this year. I'll make a prediction that he'll win Young Player of the Year in the Premier League, without a doubt. And they're probably more confident because of him and because he can play left and right side.
Good afternoon, it is Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. I've got the birthday spread returning for you at 3:30. Andy Jacobs and Jeff Peters will join us for that. Alex Horn, the Chesham United director, Taskmaster co-host, and comedian and Liverpool fans, going to join us for a chat as well at the start of the new season. Talking of which, we got the Hartlepool manager joining us now.
Good, yeah.
High hopes for a new season for them. We're going to talk about that, and of course, it's time at Newcastle, because it is Newcastle 2.0, a reset for the club.
Yeah.
It's Lee Clark, of course, joins us. Hello, Lee.
Hello, Lee.
Afternoon, guys.
Let's
Hope you're
start.
well.
Yeah, we're not so bad, thanks. How's it all been going pre-season? You're feeling ready for the start of the new season at Hartlepool?
Yeah, we've had a great pre-season. Not just results-wise and the work we've got into the players. Very aggressive in the transfer market. We're delighted with new signings, so ready for the new kick-off come Saturday.
Yeah, I bumped into Jeff Stelling the other day in the talkSPORT corridors, and he was very excited.
He's feeling optimistic.
Feeling
That's
very
good.
optimistic. League said you were going to win the league.
No pressure, Lee.
We'll love that from Jeff.
Yeah. So it is a bit of a reset for the club, isn't it? We've seen some big guns go. Everybody's been showing you graphics today of the amount of players who've left from the PSG game and for a couple of seasons ago. It is going to be a different approach. How are you feeling about it at the moment as a former Newcastle man?
Well, obviously, yeah, I think it's a new approach. It's a new project. I've got to say, first and foremost, really sad and as a Newcastle fan, disappointed that our manager or Eddie has left being our manager. You know, he was a terrific manager for the football club, the football he brought, the style of football, 2 Champions League campaigns, and obviously that 70-year wait ended by us getting that trophy. Yeah. So, you know, he'll always be held in as one of the club's icons, basically. And I said even before, the next manager who got that first bit of silverware should be remembered in a way of a statue or something like that, and I still keep to that. So hopefully Eddie will be coming back in the not too distant future to unveil his statue.
He left with his head held high, wasn't it? Which is rare for a manager to be able to leave like that. So
yeah.
I was pleased about that.
He probably felt that it was the end of a cycle. It was the end of an era, and he was probably maybe just didn't have the energy to sort of go again and rebuild it.
I think you're absolutely spot on. I think that's the reason he did make this decision. I think he felt that he wanted to kick on from last year, you know, with disappointing finish the Premier League campaign, but had a Champions League campaign, and he wanted to go again, which, you know, obviously the club wanted to go down a different route in terms of moving on from those players that they potentially could sell for big money, reinvest that in some up-and-coming fantastic European talent that's been brought into the club. And Eddie had already done that previously with the other ones and developed them. He's a magnificent coach in developing players, but I think he got to the stage where he thought, well, I've won a trophy. I want to go to the next level. I want to be challenging to win the Premier League. And obviously with this reset of Newcastle Mark II, as everyone's calling it, you know, that's going to take time. These are talented young players, as I've said, that have been brought in, but it's the first time in the Premier League, and all being that together, you know, it could be a tough start.
I wonder how the owners are feeling at the moment, Lee, because obviously when PIF come in, they do a lot of it for prestige. You know, they want to kind of promote their part of the world and what they're all about. And they're hamstrung, as they now know, by the financial rules in the Premier League. So that's proved difficult to do. So you're now looking at young players, longer-term rebuild. I wonder if they're going to have the patience for this, because it's kind of not what they signed up for, is it?
No, definitely not. I think you're absolutely spot on what you're saying there. I think they thought that they could come in and with the wealth they had and the power they had, they could build a squad and build a team that could challenge to be Premier League champions, could be a really strong force in the Champions League year in, year out. And that hasn't been the case with the rules and regulations. Newcastle and Aston Villa have been the clubs who've been most hit by this. So, and I think, you know, the fear around Newcastle United is, are they still up for the you know, fight? Is that the right word? Are they still up to try and do that one way or another? Because it has proved difficult. I think they would be frustrated by what's been happening.
And the crowd's frustration could, you know, be transferred to them if things don't go well at the start of the season. And talking to Steve Harmison off air the other day, saying, look, St James's Park can be a difficult place to play if things aren't going well. You know, the crowd are on you. They want it to go well. They're frustrated, understandably, having seen a lot of big players go. So unless they make a good start, it's going to be tough on these younger players, isn't it, I would think?
Yeah, it is. Listen, as I said, I've seen a lot of footage of these players that have been brought in, and they are extremely talented. And who's to say that they can't hit the ground running and be part of a successful Newcastle United squad this season? So, it is difficult when they're all getting brought in at the same time. And when you lose 3 experienced players of the ilk of Tonali, Gimiresh and Gordon, and you're replacing it with, as I said, talented youngsters, but with no experience, it can prove difficult. So, I do think the Newcastle fans have accepted it. It's been tough. Don't get us wrong, it's been a tough summer being a Newcastle United fan with the players that have left and obviously losing a fantastic manager. But I think they're understanding of the situation, and it's been coming for a couple of seasons, to be honest, because we've been typical Newcastle United. We've had the wealthiest owners in football, but we haven't been able to spend our wealth. So unfortunately, that's the way it's been.
Lee, good to talk to you. Best of luck with the season.
Yeah, good luck, Lee.
And I hope you have a good cup run as well. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Third round of the FA Cup, St James's Park.
That's what you need. Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all the best.
We'll take that all day long. I'm sure Jeff would be happy with that as well.
Cheers, Lee. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
There's the
Hartlepool Barrow at home on Sunday.
First game
of the season. If any Hartlepool floating fans want to go and support their local non-league club.
Yeah, they have spent a bit of money, haven't they? So a strong feeling about them.
Going to need to get a free up.
Now, with Jude Bellingham at Alton Towers and the footage of him and his girlfriend and shots of him on Nemesis Reborn.
Do you think he got off and went, I didn't enjoy it.
I preferred the first Nemesis. Preferred it before it was reborn.
Preferred it was more dangerous.
So off the back of that, you've been telling us about the stars you've spotted at the theme park or the fairground. Thank you for all of those.
Very nice.
Spurs podcaster, talkSPORT regular Richard Crackers Cracknell was listening in, and he has a story for us.
That's nice.
He joins us now. Hello, Crackers.
Hello, Crackers.
Hello, Paul. Hello, Charlie. How you doing?
Yeah,
very good. Yeah.
Now you've had an involvement with this celebrity soccer, haven't you? And this is, I think, where this story heads into.
Yeah, years ago, before I departed for the Canary Islands, I used to do the pitchside announcing for Kev Cooper's Celebrity Soccer, a job that I had and was nicked off of me by the Moose once I emigrated. I hate that as well.
Big shoes to fill.
But we had a Sunday game at Stoke, and Alton Towers were promoting it and part of the sponsorship team. So they invited everybody up there on the Saturday to enjoy the park for the day. So up we've all gone, and I went up with my wife Sue and the boys and a couple of others, and there was Danny Dyer and Kerry Katona and Jake Wood and Dan Hatchard, the usual, and some Love Islanders as well. So everybody's arrived in the car park, and a few people were donning on their caps and glasses, and Danny Dyer, being a man of the people, he's just decided to go bowling straight in with his tickets and his kids. And everybody else is laughing. And, of course, he's gone through the gates and somebody, it's Danny Dyer! Wallop! 50, 60 people. And the more people that came, the more people turned up for an autograph and a picture. And whilst he's doing that, everybody else has just managed to slip into the park and start going on to the ride. So poor old Danny Dyer ended up being the sacrificial lamb for the day. And we went and had a cup of coffee, and when we came out, he was still there signing autographs and having pictures done, because he's a really good lad, and he don't like sending anybody away.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't take much. You're right, Crockett. It doesn't take much to put people off the scent. Most, celebrities will tell you a pair of dark glasses and a baseball cap, and most people don't spot you. That's why you always walk around like that.
That's why I look like this, Paul.
Yeah.
Just so no one knows who I am.
Paul, I've never been so pleased to be unfamous in all my life. The amount of, honestly, the amount of people coming up and asking, and but somewhere in the boxes, in the deepest, darkest depths of garage is a picture of me and the family on one of the rides, and I think it's Kerry Katona and MC Harvey from Stay Solid Crew sat in the row behind me on one of the roller coasters.
It's like a Tommy Cockles routine.
Celebrity roller coaster.
There was me, MC Harvey, Kerry Katona. They really were marvellous times.
Really
yeah. Cheers, Crackers. Thanks for your call. All the best.
See you soon.
There we are. This Richard Crackers cracking over tales of celebrity football. That's the thing. It puts people off the scent.
Roller coaster ball. It keeps going round until everyone's sick, and whoever's sick last is the winner.
Oh, okay. Is that a TV format you're coming up with?
I mean, it's not one of our best, but you know,
it's a no from me.
Not our worst.
We're going to be joined now by Alex Horn, who is a co-host and creator of Taskmaster. He is a comedian. He's a Liverpool fan, but he's also Cheshire United fan and indeed a director of the club.
Fabulous.
And National League South, the league they're in, the same one as Charlie's Torquay United, returns this weekend. National League back as well, is it?
National League and National League South back Saturday.
And North, of course. Yeah. Let's not forget the North. Not with our new Prime Minister. Do not forget the North.
North starts at Oxford. North starts at Gloucester.
I know.
Gloucester v South Shields away.
Lee Bircham in, I think, Bedford, doesn't he find himself
not anymore. Lee Bircham.
Oh, no, sorry. He's gone to Hemel. Sorry, Lee. Sorry, yes. Are they in South or North?
They're South.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So, Alex Horn joined us for a chat. Birthday spread as well will be returning at 3:30. That's all to come. And we are here, as always, with Tool Station. First stop, Tool Station.
But the Vinny Jr. one was a audacious attempt, to say the least.
Big word for you.
I've been learning this book that I've been reading. I've got these big words in. I'm trying to keep them in my brain. No, but it was always going to be tough shit, man. Like Vinny Jr. leaving Real Madrid to come to Arsenal, it just doesn't sound right. As Arsenal fans might get angry, I'll say it, but like, imagine Neymar Jr. at Barcelona. He's not going to leave Barcelona for Arsenal. They're always going to come to an agreement. Real Madrid aren't going to let a talent like that at 26. Do you know what I mean? What's he worth on the market? I know he's got a year left, but what's he worth, Vinny Jr.? Over 100 million easily. Real Madrid are never going to let that go. And Vinny Jr. in his mind won't want to leave Real Madrid. Imagine the crowds in Brazil, the people that love Vinny Jr. because he plays for Real Madrid. I just can't see it.
Well, that is interesting because it was my understanding that it was if he wanted to leave Real Madrid. There's never been a he wants to leave Real Madrid.
He's not said it, has he?
He's looking for the right offer. He's looking at Mbappe going, can I get money close to that? Can I get a deal close to that? And if they're not going to give me what I deserve, then yes, I would be interested in what Mikel Arteta is doing. And don't get me wrong, Arsenal are a massive club and they are on the verge of winning the Champions League. They're looking to go back-to-back Premier League champions. They absolutely can, right? They can. So, and I think he would get them over the line, but he's Vinicius Jr.
Paul Hawksbee, Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. The return of the birthday spread at 3:30. Andy Jacobs and Jeff Peters will be joining us. Before that, though, it's also the return of National League North and South.
Yeah, this weekend.
At the weekend.
Yeah, the big stuff starts this weekend, Paul. It's very exciting.
It's great, isn't it? This sort of...
Hey, we're going to have Alex on. And when I did Latitude Festival the other week, they did the section on the night before I was on.
The horn section?
No, it was called the section.
Oh, the section.
Because it was no Alex Horn.
Wow.
It was like seeing Chakademus and Pliers, no Pliers.
Really?
It was like that, but he was away, but it's apparently a huge hit.
Really? It's the way forward.
People absolutely loved it.
It's a new dawn.
Alex has been holding them back.
New dawn for the section. Alex Horn, of course, creator and co-host of Taskmaster, Chesham director, and Liverpool fan comedian, joining us now, and former member of the Alex Horn section. Hi, Alex.
Yeah, well, there's. I guess I had to find out somehow. I'm free. I'm unshackled. I might go alone.
Yeah,
solo career.
Could be a new
nice
start
idea.
for you. Alex Horn 2.0.
I heard it was good as well, but I was in Kenya looking at a giraffe.
Oh, well, that's a nice thing to do.
Well, you're looking to buy one, so you got a few others to see as well, have you?
You know what? I wouldn't mind a giraffe.
Yeah, where would you keep it?
I mean, I just, where would you keep it? That's a very good. I mean, if more people might come down to Chesham if you had a giraffe.
They have a giraffe.
Yeah. Well, we do need more people down there because to talk about Chesham, we've got a new pitch.
Yes.
It's beautiful. We
Is it
put
real?
seed down. We didn't. It's none of this 5G or whatever that is, and it's not even turf. We put seeds down.
Right.
And then we realised pigeons can eat the seeds.
Okay.
So we employed a man to chase pigeons, and now we've got grass.
Wow, and how's the grass been? Because I know they've struggled at Torquay because we've had no rain, Alex. And
yeah, of course.
To get turf to stick, you need rain. So have you had? How's it been going? Do you know? Have you spoken to the grounds person?
I think we have exemptions to the hose pipe ban. I'm saying we've got an exemption.
Yeah, you still need rain though. You can't get enough water on your pitch to make it grow.
Really?
All doom and gloom, Charlie.
Yeah, so what about you kicked him out of his own band?
Come on, mate. Yeah.
Isn't doomy. It's just saying you need more water on it.
Yeah, our first home game is on the 22nd of August. It's going to pour down for 2 weeks before then.
That's true.
So it sounds like, I mean, it's the kind of minutiae of the day-to-day running of the football club, your local football club. I mean, it sounds like you enjoy it, Alex.
Does it?
Well,
no, I really do.
Yeah.
I've got so many more WhatsApp groups now, and that's what I needed. No, I do love it. I love hearing, for example, that we've signed Harry Heath from Hanwell.
That's nice.
Really?
That's like an old music hall song, isn't it?
Yes.
Harry Heath from Hanwell.
He's a 22-year-old left-sided defender, as we know.
Yeah, we all knew that. I don't know why you're telling people. That's just talkSPORT, Alex. We all know that. You have got Alex Lafleur still, who I think is your best player. He also plays in Egg United, and he's a very nice man, Paul.
Yeah,
but he's really. I think he's playing below his level, Alex. I think you need to try and sell him. It's like he's really good player.
We're a really good team, Charlie.
Yeah, I tried to tap him up and tried to get him signed for Torquay in the summer. But he was having none of it.
He's in our top 5 most handsome players group as well.
Yeah, he is handsome.
Very handsome.
That's not a WhatsApp group, is it? I take it.
No.
So
I don't know what a Substack is, but maybe that's a Substack.
Oh yeah, that's maybe.
What's the goal for this season, Alex, for the club? What do you look at? I mean, obviously promotion ideally, but is that a possibility?
Playoffs?
Well, controversially, I always say I much prefer a cup run to a promotion because promotion leads to fan segregation in the next league up. It means to no beer on the terraces. It leads to people demanding more fees. So I want Wembley. I want Liverpool in the semi-final, Man City in the final. It's the FA Cup run, honestly, that keeps me going. That's what I want this year.
That's interesting, isn't it? I mean, there's the practical. I didn't know that. So in the National League, you can't have a beer within sight of the pitch once you go up that one division.
Weirdly, if we go up, we have to drink beer behind a curtain in the bar.
Yeah. I know. It is quite farcical, isn't it, when they do that within sight
behind
of
the curtain,
pitch.
please.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And the opposing fans, I wouldn't be able to stand next to Charlie if we both went up, which again seems like nonsense because that's part of the joy of non-league football.
It is.
Yeah.
Now at Egg United, I I did go and work at half.
This is the charity game
yes, the charity game that is held at Chesham every single year. But a great success again this year. Alex, I did go and work behind the tea bar with you for 5 minutes. At the country's best tea bar, Paul.
Oh, okay.
I would say that it's absolutely the best tea bar in the league.
What sets it apart?
I did say that once on talkSPORT, Paul, and they have since put a sign up
saying
laminated
the
best tea bar in non-league football. Charlie Baker.
No, not in non-league football.
In football.
In football.
In football. Wow.
So, and then it says talkSPORT. It doesn't say my name on it.
talkSPORT.
It says talkSPORT.
Wow.
I feel like they've run with it a bit.
Yeah.
It's homemade pies.
Yeah.
It's homemade cups of tea, I suppose.
It is good.
And that's it. Kit Kats.
Homemade cakes.
Homemade Kit Kats.
Yeah, it's really, really good, Paul. So I'm trying to get Paul to come to Talk EV Chesham.
Yes,
I believe is a Tuesday night, Alex.
I just realised.
Oh, that's the perfect one.
Yeah.
What, at our place? Or
At your place, yeah, at your place, yeah. So,
please come, Paul. I will buy you a pie.
Look at that.
That's homemade pie.
Get your shift behind the tea bar, Paul.
Yeah.
And you can go, been to better.
I'll have to, yeah. Can we take that down, please? Yeah.
I'm looking up the fixtures.
Oh,
when is
nice.
that? Can we make a date now? Can you check your diary?
Oh, no, I don't think that's a good idea. Is that good radio, checking each other's diaries? I don't know. I'm trying to work out if you can go to a Taskmaster out, new series out soon, Alex, it?
I would have thought so,
Yeah,
yes.
it normally is once.
September.
Yes.
Iowadi, finally. Lucas.
He's great.
Oh, that would be good.
Izzy Sooty.
Yeah.
Nina Conti.
Oh,
Chloe
great.
Petts.
Oh, Chloe Petts is a friend of this show. So,
Yeah.
And Matt Lucas has been on this show. And
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, very good. That's quite a football-y lineup, actually.
Yeah.
Matt Lucas, big Arsenal fan.
We were actually in the studio when Arsenal won the league, and Matt had been to every other home match, and the only match he missed was the one they.
Because he was doing your show.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Alex, have a good season. We'll see you for the Chesham Torquay game, and I'll hold you to that pie. And thank you for joining us.
I've looked at it. It's on December the 25th, so I'll see you then.
That's Alex Horn there, Chesham United director, the non-league season. I never knew that. I never knew once you move up, you got to have segregation.
That's one of the things.
Can't have a drink. It becomes a very different vibe, doesn't it? I wonder if there are fans of National League North and South thinking, do you know what? It would just change the dynamic of what I go to football.
I want up and out of it, Paul. I want to be in the
sure.
National League. I want to be in League One. That's where I'd like to be, Paul.
Oh, well. Are you maybe playing Jeff Peters' very own Leicester City?
I want to be being screamed at by Bolton Wanderers fans.
You want to play Leicester, don't you?
That's exactly.
Of course. Anyway, more on that with Jeff and Andy joining for the birthday spread in a few moments' time.
Do you think he'll regret the way he went about last year?
Well, he should, in my opinion. I'm his biggest fan, right? Someone who scores 40 goals a season from right wing, not centre forward. People know him inside out. He can beat you both sides, so you can't stop him. To do that 8 years on the bounce, then he starts the season off, and he had 3 goals. In my opinion, he threw his toys out the pram and said, like, the club have thrown me under the bus. That was the first one. We're all going like, what do you mean by that? Club has thrown you under the bus.
Just had an unbelievable bumper contract.
He's got a 2-year contract, 500 grand a week. And then, again, he got left out again, and he had another go. And then just as he was on his way out the door, and he hadn't got the manager the sack, he had another go saying we should be playing Jurgen. Basically, we should be playing Jurgen Klopp football and go back to it because we've gone right off the boil. And all the directors must have read it and gone, right, we've obviously got the wrong manager. So I don't think he should have done any of that, but he done it, and now he's gone. So I think probably on reflection he would have thought, I've tarnished he's like a superstar at Liverpool. He's up there with Kenny Dalglish and Ian Rush as a legend. But that leaving like that, I don't think he should have done that because it was petulance. It was like as if, you can't leave me out, I'm Mo Salah. Well, he did.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Well, it's back after its summer/World Cup hiatus. The birthday spread.
The birthday spread, Paul. I'm going into it very, very positively.
Charlie Baker has illustrated the return of the birthday spread by repurposing the image of Lionel Messi bathing Lamine Yamal, whereas it's me bathing Charlie, which is a quite horrible image.
You can see it currently on the screen if you're watching us.
It kind of looks like I'm strangling you, Charlie, or have indeed finished the job. It's quite an unpleasant picture.
Also put on my Instagram if people want to find it. But yeah, I thought it was lovely. I thought it was just a little idea, Paul.
Yeah, nice. Nicely done.
It's a slightly more terrifying image than I thought it would be.
Some people call it a simple game, very entertaining. Other people say it's a kid's game and a waste of half an hour. It's 10 birthdays. Andy Jacobs has collated them.
Oh.
And the job of myself and Charlie is to try and guess how old these people are. Some will know, some we won't.
Yeah.
And Andy, of course, will always, as usual, have a bit of a funny.
Yeah, he does. He writes jokes, spends all week on the jokes. It's great.
Good afternoon, Andy.
Hello, Andy.
Good afternoon, boys. A little bit rusty, I found this week.
Oh, okay.
We'll get into it. Can I just say hello to Malcolm, a talkSPORT listener I met while litter picking this morning.
Oh, you went litter picking? He's like David Sedaris.
I'd like to talk about it.
No, that's fantastic.
I was helping some old people across the road this morning, actually.
No, the thing is, it's not actually litter picking. It's just Sue's OCD. She just can't stand anything being not neat, so she goes around picking it all up.
Unofficial litter picking.
What did Malcolm say he's a listener of the birthday spread?
He loves the show. He loves all of it. He's very happy to see Alan back. Big talk TalkSPORT listener.
Good stuff. Well, thank you, Malcolm. Good man. Jeff Peters, of course, will be keeping score as always. Welcome back, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Oh, wow. No, it's
not really. Why? What's happened?
Andy's. Jeff's annoyed.
Still my new shine. Still my new shine.
Andy already.
Hey, I switched to
2
orange.
minutes in,
There we go.
Andy's annoyed with Jeff already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Hey,
Wow.
me.
5
Where's
years.
the line?
Fall against
That's
Charlie.
really worrying.
Like I was only just started.
Well, Charlie was 7 behind going into the final birthday and went right way Regals to win it.
Oh,
so
wow.
Charlie, you
That's a good omen.
started
And that's
with a
how
win.
it's continued.
Well, look, times are pressing, so we better get underway. Here's Pele and Sergio Mendes are back as well.
Years. What a waste
Great
of
bit of-
time.
Oh, absolutely. 5 wasted years.
Five years of half hours. Unbelievable. What a waste of time.
Pathetic,
I
isn't
could be a vet.
Yeah. Could have got your 10,000 hours in.
Could have got me HGV, Paul.
Could be playing in the French Open. Could be a top tennis player. Anyway, first birthday, Andy.
The first birthday is the fine actor Stephen Burkoff.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen Burkoff. And he was sitting in front of me, actually, at the bridge when I was abusing one of our players.
Yeah.
Stephen thought I was about to attack him when I shouted, "Take that, Burkoff!"
Hey! He's got to be in his 80s, isn't he, Stephen Burkoff?
Stephen Burkoff.
85.
Stephen Burkoff, 85.
What do you think, Charlie?
I think you're in the right ballpark there, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 84.
89.
Oh, wow, okay. What
Nice to
about
start the season the wrong way.
Yeah.
Start as we mean to go.
Marvellous. What's that done to the scores, Jeff?
It's Paul 4, Charlie 5.
Okay, well, very little in it at the moment.
That's depressed me, that.
We alternate, folks, in case you've never heard this before, so there's no skullduggery. So Charlie will lead us off for the second birthday, which is Andy.
It's the actress Janet McTeer from Albert Nobbs, 2011. I don't remember it. She plays Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter TV series.
Yeah.
It's Janet McTeer.
Janet
And
McTeer.
we were at school together, actually. We went camping and we shared a sleeping bag. Janet kept hogging all the bedding. I said to the teacher, "Sir, McTeer's on my pillow."
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. Janet McTeer, would you?
She's in a show that's not out yet, so that helps. Janet McTeer.
In the Harry Potters.
70.
Yeah. 66.
65.
Oh, Cadbury cake.
Paul 1 out, Charlie 5 out. Paul 5, Charlie 10.
Get your hair older!
Charlie thinks I may have been cheating. I haven't. I haven't been cheating. I'm familiar with Janet's work, and I roughly thought that's
Big
how old
Janet
she was.
McTeer fan of you.
Well, I know. I could picture in my mind's eye as an actress. She's done lots of good work.
Unbelievable. It starts early.
Okay, on to birthday 3.
Another actress, slightly different vintage, Wanda Ventum. She was in UFO in 70-71. Invasion UFO. She certainly cornered the market there.
The UFO market.
Yeah, certainly. And she
It's a phrase you hear quite a lot, Andy, isn't it? I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
What, UFO?
Yeah.
That's what Malcolm said to me.
We're enjoying it. We're laughing.
Go on then.
Okay. It's Wanda Ventum.
Wanda Ventum.
Wanda Ventum.
And I just painted her whole house, actually, except for one surface she wanted left untouched. I didn't mind. After all, it's her Wonder Wall.
Ah,
very nice.
Do you know Wanda
Marvellous.
Ventham?
Don't know. I didn't know.
Do you know what? No, I'd say she's 84. 84, I'm going to go.
She's a film star in 70-71.
84.
What will she be then? That's yeah, I reckon you're about right, Paul. 89.
Not bad, Charlie. 91.
Well, has she really?
Okay, I'll take it.
Isn't she Benedict Cumberbatch's mum? Am I going absolutely nuts?
I don't know. We'd have
It
to
might
look that
come
up.
back to me. I won't look her up now. I'm not cheating. Anyway, so what's that done at the school?
Won't look her up now, I know.
Yeah.
What you say. Maybe you did yesterday. Big Wanda Ventum.
She
man.
is. She is Benedict Cumberbatch's mum.
Yeah, she's very,
So-
very glam back in the UFO years.
No, I do remember it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Paul 7 out, Charlie 2 out, which means
Oh.
after 3.
Here we go.
12 all.
12 all. Okay.
12
Birthday number 4, Andy.
I'd be Wanda's toy boy, wouldn't I? That'd be great.
Oh, that's
anyway,
great.
here we go.
I took that
Blimey,
Benedict.
that's taken.
Yeah.
I took that Benedict Cumberbatch's mum. That's not what I meant to say.
That's terrible.
Just leave it, Charlie.
Okay.
Dog, that's his dog.
Yeah. Here we go.
It's the sailor, the Olympic silver medalist, Luke Patience.
Oh, yeah, Luke
Patience. He's a member of the same family, actually, as the former Villa midfielder, Jordan Vertu. Yes, Patience is a Vertu.
Vertu, mate.
So, Luke Patience, you say he does what? He's
a sailor. Olympic sailor.
Olympic sailor, okay.
He's Olympic sailor, Luke.
Not an Olympic saker.
I can't speak.
Words aren't coming out,
I
are
was
they?
trying to work out a Vertu mate joke.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Vertu is a cabbie, yeah, of course.
Good mini cab. Good mini cab driver.
Yeah.
Vertu.
What do you think? Luke Patience, the sailor.
I've been playing this for 5 long years.
It's upset me as well.
It's upset me, that.
Go on then.
Just think how old Luke was when we started.
Luke Patience, and he's a, what is he, a sailor?
Sailor, yeah.
Sailor.
Oh, sailor.
What do you think?
I don't know. Could be anything.
Have a guess.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
They're all posh, aren't they, sailors? So you don't know how actually old they are.
I don't think Bluebeard was, but...
He must have been quite old because he had to dye his beard.
That's true, yeah.
I'm going to say 40.
Yeah, I don't know. 44.
Yes, it's our first direct hit of the series. 40.
Oh, Charlie
what
Baker.
A player.
Yeah.
What a player.
Well, it's worth putting the work in before the game, isn't it? So he stays on 12.
And you're on 16.
Okay.
That's how the game should be played.
Yeah.
A full guess.
Hard but fair.
Never heard of the person.
Yeah.
A full guess. Worked out.
Well done, Charlie. I'm really
Clock
pleased
patience
for
for you next year.
He's a talky season ticket holder,
Yeah.
apparently.
Birthday number 5.
And if you next year, clock patience is fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Anyway,
yes,
it's the fine actor Adrian Dunbar.
Oh, yeah. Dunbar. Yeah.
And I was behind him actually at a shop at Heathrow, and he was buying cigarettes, perfume, and a bottle of scotch.
Yeah.
I said to him, "This queue's ridiculous." He says, "The lane of duty free."
Okay. I won't do the
He's
accent.
a big football fan, and he wanted to complete the 92, so we went together. It was great going around the grounds with Adrian.
Oh, nice. Keeping it very talk-sport, that as
Very
well.
talk-sport.
So, Adrian Dunbar, 50... we all know he is, of course,
Yes.
Line of Duty. 56. No?
I think you've unplugged it there, Paul.
Really?
I might be completely wrong.
No, you could be wrong. I think it was that old.
I've been told don't interrupt your enemies when they're making a mistake.
Okay. What do you reckon then? Well, go for it.
66.
68.
Wow, I really am
I was
underplugged it.
surprised.
I've never seen you look so pleased. Charlie looks, I thought he was going to cry. He looked so happy. God, blimey.
When you were saying 50, I was like, yeah, go on. Go on, Paul. Go
Best moments of my life.
Yeah, 50, 50. Ooh.
So I'm on 28, yeah?
You're on 28.
Yeah.
Charlie is on 14.
Yeah.
At the
Wow.
halfway stage in this.
Ask
stupid
Charlie
kids
now,
game.
best moments of my life, wedding day, kids being born, when Paul got Adrian Dunbar wrong. Look on his face. Hope the camera's caught it. Anyway, second half just around the corner. We are here with our very good friends at Tool Station. Next stop, Tool Station.
No smoke without fire. Of course not. He is interested in the Arsenal project.
Arsenal going
if he's to leave Real Madrid.
Arsenal going for Vinny Jr. is like me sending Rihanna a message on Instagram saying that I'd love you to come to the Bullring in Birmingham. I want to take you around Birmingham on a date. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, he's not leaving Real Madrid to come to Arsenal, one league title in over 20 years, can't win a Champions League in their whole existence. He's not going to come to Arsenal. He's used Arsenal to get an extra 5, 6, 7, 8 million pound a year, and he's going to sign a new contract at Arsenal. I mean, sign a new contract at Real Madrid. Simple. What he's doing. Arsenal have been used.
Did you ever shoot your shot with Rihanna though? Did you ever DM?
I might have. Yeah, I might have. That's private business. I might have.
But the point is, we know that Arsenal have made a go at Vinicius Junior, so they've tried.
And maybe I tried, and it didn't work out.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, but it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out for Arsenal, is it?
You make me cringe.
No, one league title in over 20 years. Never won the Champions League. Can't sit at the big table of the Champions League winning clubs like Villa, Nottingham Forest, Celtic. And you think you're going to go and sign Vinny Jr., the fan base that Vinny Jr.'s got in South America because he plays for Real Madrid.
It's not.
Rodri's doing everything he can probably to get out of Manchester City to go to Real Madrid. Haaland will go to Real Madrid at some point in his career.
It's not dead yet. This birthday spread 28-14. Charlie has a sizable lead. Excuse me, because of my
sound upset about it.
What a bit
Trying.
What a bit. Justin Edwards would have enjoyed that. Just a small pocket of win there. So how the
39 at the break? Just realised that it's a stupid kids game. That's David from Watford.
Thank you, David.
Can we have some people we've heard of? So Steve from Wincham.
Yeah.
There we are. My heart sank when Paul said 57. Mine didn't. Mine leapt.
I think he's worn well. He's been on the oil of Ole.
Brilliant. Normality resumes. Childish Games are back. I'm on 21. Just had a direct hit from John at Deb's Ironing Shop.
Well done, John.
Eat It. Just announced a new 7-year deal, of course, with John at Deb's Ironing Shop. Sounds like Charlie's been reading the papers over the summer. Paul in Edinburgh, absolutely not. No way.
We've got 6 minutes to see this sorry mess home.
Was Andy doing community service litter picking this morning?
in his high vis.
Says Steve.
So, birthday number 6, back to Charlie. What is it, Andy?
It is the rugby player, a member of the team that won the 1960 Rugby League World Cup. Wow. The great, the legend, Sir Billy Boston.
Oh, Sir Billy Boston, that's right.
Billy Boston.
Brilliant.
After he retired from...
You're right. Unless he's doing his Eddie Waring.
He wears, Billy Boston. Yeah. After he retired from Rugby League, Sir Billy went to America to work with horses on a ranch. He was known as the Boston Wrangler.
Oh, cool, blimey. Billy Boston.
Wasn't it?
Billy Boston, yeah.
86.
91.
92.
Oh, hits back early.
Hits back so.
Closes the gap. Paul 1 out onto 29, Charlie 6 out onto 20. How did the littering go, Andy? Did you just pick it up as you went along?
Hey. I quite like that.
That's a nice joke,
quite
actually,
clever,
Jeff.
isn't it?
Very
Nice.
good.
It is.
Very good.
Charlie's written that down.
I forgot actually that when I start winning, you get out a special folder of people that you and Paul actually know personally.
Yeah. So, back to me then for birthday 7.
Okay. It's the businessman and co-founder and chief executive of Wise, a global tech company, Christo Carman. Christo Carman.
Wow, yeah.
It's K-A-A-R.
Carman, pointing out.
I think he's
K-A-A-R.
just pointing up the joke, yeah.
No, K-A-A-R-M-A-N.
Okay,
And
Carman.
when I was working with David Powell, we had to... We had to meet Christo at Heathrow. Unfortunately, his plane had to circle the runway before there was a free air bridge to disembark.
Yes.
David said to me, he's a car man waiting in the sky.
Not a Carman. Not a Carman waiting in the sky, obviously.
Carman.
Yeah.
Waiting in the sky.
Yeah.
Give me his title again, please, Andy. I apologise.
Wise.
I was still laughing at Jeff's excellent joke.
Wise. He works for Wise.
Co-founder of Wise, the global tech company.
Co-founder. We all know Wise, the global tech company, of course.
Isn't it?
It's me, isn't it?
Sort of banking. I think it's me, isn't it, Jeff?
It's Paul,
Yeah. I'd just be guessing. I'd say...
It's named after Ernie Wise.
You know, the tech bro. I mean, they're normally relatively young.
All the right tech, just not necessarily in the right...
I'm going to go 50. I'm going to take a chance and I'll say 50.
That's really fun.
Has he got short, fat, hairy legs?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
He's the coding what he wrote.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what did it. Anyway, how old is he?
50. I've gone 50.
51. I'm just hanging around with Paul.
Okay.
He's actually 46. You were right on the young
We
side.
worked it out, didn't we? So what's happened there, Jeff?
Paul 4.
Oh.
7-1. Sorry. Paul 4 out onto 33.
Yeah.
Charlie 5 out onto 25. 8 the gap. 3 to go.
Wow.
Charlie to guess. First on birthday number 8.
Good game.
Birthday number 8. Here we go.
Birthday number 8 is the materials scientist.
Oh, God.
That is Professor Arthur Willoughby.
Arthur what?
Arthur Willoughby.
Professor Arthur Willoughby.
Arthur Willoughby.
And I helped him with his Christmas decorations.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah.
Again?
He wasn't sure about my choice of greenery. I said, do you want holly, Willoughby?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that's nice.
Paul Willoughby.
Arthur Willoughby. And what does he do?
I thought
Just
that was
very
new. I didn't realise it was an old one.
What does he do, Andy? Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Material scientist.
A material
A material scientist. He's a material girl.
Arthur. Go on then.
Arthur.
Go on then.
Material science. What even is a material science?
I don't know.
I've no
We've got 2
idea.
minutes.
Jeff works from an old man. I can't work it out.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on then.
Get on with it.
I've forgotten how to abuse Jeff in a nice way. That's what's happened over the summer.
You'll get it back.
I've got to get
Don't
my
worry.
bullying chops back up.
Yeah, you've become too nice.
A material scientist, and he's called Arthur Willoughby.
Arthur Willoughby.
I'm going to say he's 65. I think he's probably
75.
86.
Oh, back.
Yeah.
So, scores, Jeff.
Oh, right. Okay, so Charlie is 21 out on that, moves on to 46. Paul is 11 out on 44. So Paul in the lead by 2.
Actually a very good
Yeah,
move.
it's a very clever play.
Very clever play.
Birthday number 9, Andy.
She may have appeared before. It's the opera singer.
Yes.
Gundula Janowitz.
Gundula Janowitz.
Janowitz, yes. She, as you may remember, she very generously paid for our Venetian honeymoon.
Yes.
We went to Venice on a gondola.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'd just be guessing, Charlie. I mean, I can't remember Gunda, even though she comes up every year.
Even though it's the first thing you think when you hear her name.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
Yeah, of course. 7.
Oh, what, gondola, like gondola? You'd think that.
Yeah. 70.
And yet there was no...
No.
It didn't move on from that bit.
It didn't. That was it. That was the whole thing.
Got to be quick, I'm being told.
Yeah, 70.
70. Well, am I 2 behind?
Yeah.
72.
83.
Oh, so where does that leave us?
Paul goes first,
It's
doesn't
63 all.
he? Yeah, 63 all.
So in that situation, who does go first?
We
We're both
both write it down and we hold it up.
We both write it down and we hold it up. There we are.
Okay. If you pardon the expression.
Yes, here we go.
Okay. It's a maze designer. He's created more than 700 mazes.
Wow.
It's Adrian Fisher.
Okay.
Yeah, Adrian Fisher, the great designer of mazes. He got a touch of his own medicine, actually, when he got stuck trying to climb over one of the hedges. He got his Hampton caught.
Blimey.
That's lovely, isn't it?
It's a maze joke.
A maze,
It's a maze.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic.
Maze design.
I've written something down.
Hold on, I'm writing down.
Have you done it? Go on then.
Okay, yeah.
Here we go. Right, let me shout to the boys and girls. I've
1,
gone
2, 3, go.
86.
70.
75.
Oh, eat it! The champ!
What is
The
it?
champ! Have that!
Well played,
Charlie wins.
Brilliant
Closes
player.
the gap to 12.
Sensational.
This year. Congratulations.
Well played, Charlie.
What a player.
It's a good start.
Everyone's
to the new
pleased. The text board is on fire.
Sue won't be happy, but you know. Never.
Sue's furious. Well, I'm going to go and stick more litter outside your house, Andy. Clean that up.
Thank you, Jeff. See you next week.
Cheers, guys.
And thank you, Andy. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Tim Vickery is in the UK and we'll be popping in to see us. We'll have some clips of the week for you, all manner of other stuff. Charlie, you're back on Saturday with Max.
On Saturday with Max. I think we're 10 till 1 Saturday.
Oh, tremendous. Okay, stick around. Drive is up next here on talkSPORT.